What's going on, everybody? We're back. We're back.
Bitches.
Tony's back. You're back. It's episode 171 of Two Dudes and Some Bullshit. The date today is Monday, November the 21st, 2022, 6:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And tonight, we are watching for the first time, the two of us, Terrifier 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live.
Yes, we are.
It's been a couple of weeks here. I was away in Phoenix, Arizona, shooting Dylan's new Nightmare. And
it feels like it's been a month, even though it hasn't. You know what I mean?
It's been 3 weeks. It's close.
It feels like it's been a minute.
It has.
Gotta get the rust off.
Yeah, exactly. Got to get the rust off, get everything off, all that kind of stuff. But we're back. We're back. And tonight is a first-time watch. We are watching a film that has taken the independent horror scene by storm.
Baby. Art the Clown, the new modern day horror god, whatever you want to call it.
Terrifier 2, the sequel to Damien Leone's 2016 Terrifier. And this Terrifier 2, I believe, a production budget of $250,000, $300,000, somewhere in there. It was released with basically no marketing whatsoever. And it was released by Bloody Disgusting. They had a big part in that. And they got into some theater. It was like the old school way of doing things. You know, like
almost
way back in the day.
Almost literally the same. It's almost had the same projection as the original Halloween, including like box office receipts and everything like that. It's really cool to see something like this happen today for us.
Sure. Know? Well, and it's way back in the day. If you were an indie film, that is sort of, I mean, even bigger films would be released in like select cities. You know, I mean, I even remember back in the day. You probably remember this too, when you'd hear an ad, you know, starts Friday in select cities, or, you know, starts, whatever, right? And because usually what would happen is that they try certain markets first, and then if it kind of did well there, they would kind of begin to expand and things like that. You don't usually, well, you certainly don't see that anymore with, big films. But Terrifier 2, no marketing really at all. I mean, except for no like, official sort of, Oh, I think Burns is back. You might want to jump out and jump back in. That's all right. This tends to happen. This happens at least once. I don't know why. But Tony will be back. But it's really cool because, to see a movie that was made for $250,000 go on to make over $10 million at the box office by just basically word of mouth. And, to see people get excited about it and to see, sorry, I'm just trying to watch and wait for Tony to come back in. To see the success that the film has had is really interesting from many different perspectives. And, I don't know the guys over there. I've met Michael Levy once. Michael Levy, I believe, was a producer and the first assistant director on, hang on, Tony's coming back in here. There he is. He's back.
Wow, that actually, and it's amazing how quickly it fixed it. So normally I have to like log in, log out, I have to do it like through, and it clicked automatically. So we should be fine now.
Gotcha.
So what were you saying before I got disconnected?
I was just saying that it's it's really really cool to see these guys. I don't know the guys, the crew of Terrifier 2.
You don't know. I thought you knew Damien Leone. I thought you guys talked once.
No. I've only met Michael Levy, who was actually in the first Terrifier. He was one of the exterminators that got his head cut off, and he's a really nice guy. We met actually at the 40th anniversary convention of Halloween in Pasadena. I was making the rounds. He recognized me from the channel, came over, introduced himself. Really, really nice guy, and I believe he was the the assistant director and one of the producers on Terrifier 2. He's got his own film that he is, I think he's written it, but he's directing it, called Stream, Stream, which will be coming down the pipe very soon as well. By all accounts, now again, I don't know them aside from Michael, who I've talked to once, but I don't think this could have happened to a better bunch of guys. Like, they all seem like really nice guys, really passionate about horror movies and horror and the product that they are putting out. Now, full disclosure though, it's no secret that this is not my kind of horror movie. So, to be fair, I am not one that is usually, it's not like I'm not a prude, but I just mean that, the blood, the guts, the gratuitous, the exploitation, the splatter movies, not for me. I'm more about, mood and atmosphere and the theater of the mind and the psychological and all that kind of stuff. That's more my kind of thing. However, I will watch this movie through that lens. I mean, I know what it is. I'm not going to watch it expecting it to be something it's not or something else. I know what I'm getting into when I see it. I've seen clips. I've seen the first Terrifier, by the way, a couple of years ago. So
have you seen the original All Hallows Eve, which was the first Art the Clown movie?
I did. Yes, I did. Did
you like that that kind of creep show format where he did different shorts?
Yeah, it's like anthology. Cool. Yeah. Yep, for sure. Yeah. And so, and to see Art the Clown, blow up like he has is really interesting. I did a video on my channel a few weeks ago where I talked about, because people had been asking me, do you think Art the Clown is the new horror icon? And at that time, and my views haven't really changed yet, although it's important to know because something has happened that I said needed to start to happen in that video. And I made that video about 2 weeks before the movie actually was released, or a week or so. And I said, I think within the horror community, like within our small horror bubble, he's certainly become a notable horror icon figure within the community. However, to be able to compete on the level of Freddy and Jason and Michael and all that, you have to cross the threshold and penetrate the pop culture zeitgeist. That's a very different level. And then you have to have staying power, right? And so what I mean by that is that, you become a cultural phenomenon and define a generation. Freddy Krueger and Jason define a generation and a decade, right? That's a very different level, but they're also more of a general movie-going audience appeal too, right? Whereas Art the Clown and Terrifier, it's that exploitation, it's not general movie-going audience friendly, right? So, however, what's really cool to see is to see like Howard Stern talking about it, Jimmy Kimmel talking about it, right? People on talk shows, mainstream stuff.
I saw
that's knocking on that pop culture. That's what I'm talking about, right? Knocking on that pop culture zeitgeist door. It was really cool to see that. Those guys must be on cloud nine. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. No, I was going to say, I saw two girls on two different occasions. One was in the mall and one was at the grocery store wearing an Art the Clown t-shirt. So I'm like, hey,
good to see.
Like, this is good to really, it's good to see.
That's where it starts.
A fresh face in the genre. Right. Whether you what I love about, I'm not a big splatter horror movie fan.
Yeah.
What I love about Art the Clown, it's the total package of how it's being presented. I probably won't sit there and watch every splatter movie that's ever made, but I can get down and watch Terrifier. I can get down and watch All Hallows Eve. And I'm fucking beyond excited to watch. You have no idea how hard this has been to keep my promise and not watch this movie for the last month, man. Dude, I'm beyond. I'm ready to roll. We're gonna watch it tonight. We're gonna have some fun. I have seen some clips. I mean, I know what to expect, but yeah, it's really cool to see. Now, my only question, because I know how crazy this movie is. I mean, we all do. My only question is, where do you go from there? Now, I have no doubt that Damien and the crew have ideas for sure of where to go. Sure. My only question, and maybe concern, but it's not really a concern. It's more of a question. It's more of a, I'm curious, where do you take Art the Clown? Because he's so extreme, what is his staying power? Right. You can't mellow him out, because if you mellow him out, you take away what I think people have embraced about the character.
Which is one of the reasons why I hope, and they can do whatever they want, of course, which is one of the reasons why I hope a studio doesn't get their hands on it. Now, there's no doubt that they have had talks, I'm sure, because you don't, make a $250,000 film and make $10 million at the box office and not have a couple of, Skype calls or something. But I'm very curious, like, where do you go with it? Like, what's his longevity? I suspect they don't want to make Terrifier films for the rest of their lives. They're using
I think he said he's got two more. Like he's got
two more? Okay.
Well, his third film is going to be split into two. That's what Damien was saying.
Okay.
So
yeah, because where do you? Because then, like, I mean, how do you, like, what do you do with them? Because you have to keep topping yourself every time,
and
right?
It's going to be hard to do.
It's going to be hard to do. So I think that's my concern is what is his staying power? Like, where does he, what does he go? But hey, you know what? The good news is that it has been successful enough that it has launched the careers for a lot of people involved. And I think that's really cool. Couldn't have happened to a better bunch of people. And
I wonder if we're going to see a new trend in the horror genre where we might see a bit more in the splatter. Because you know how studios are, man. If one does it and becomes successful, like you get three other studios like, hey, we need to do something like this.
It's true. It's just my...
like, is this where, because like, we're so desensitized to what we grow up with in the 80s that maybe this is the new norm, that you have to go this extreme in a horror movie to shock the audience.
That's true. The problem is this, and we're going to get to the movie here in a second, folks.
We are.
Again, I'm not part of the production. Again, I've met Michael Levy once. I haven't talked to him in, a couple of years. I don't know those guys. I just know they're a really good bunch of guys because I know people who know them. And so, but my question would be like, and they probably have answers to all of this, right? But as an outsider looking in, I sit back and I think, it's very niche, right? So it's very, people started to go because it's making people throw up. No, we got to go check this thing. It's like an amusement park ride where it's like, step right up and see if you can withstand the gravitron.
Right.
Nobody has ever walked out of these halls without barfing. And people are like, well, I'm going to be the first one. Let's go. People go to check out what is this all about? What's the hype all about, right? And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but that was a big part of Terrifier's push, right? And was like, come and see what all the mayhem is about. And that novelty can wear off pretty quick, especially if you start making a bunch of films like that. It's not general movie-going audience friendly, generally speaking. So I don't necessarily think this is going to spawn a wave of splatter films, because that's really what Terrifier is a splatter film, even though it's called a slasher. Although Mike Flanagan, I think, called it a mega slasher, which I think is actually a good name for it.
That's a cool name, and that's what I was thinking.
It's a cool name for
it. That it's a mega slasher, and who knows? Maybe this is where because like what I was just saying, because of how desensitized we've become, we've seen it all. We've grew up with this in the 80s. There's nothing you're going to surprise us with anymore. Maybe this is the direction you got to go. Maybe you have to up the violence because our culture has become so desensitized to this stuff that you need to give the shock value.
Right.
Like, oh, shit.
And you could be right. But then if the studios want to go that way, which I don't think they're going to. I mean, you've got Jason Blum and, James Wan about to merge their companies. They're on the verge of doing that. They're not about to start making like over the top, gratuitous NC-17 XXX splatter movies.
What are they going to call it? Blum's Wan?
No. They're still no. They're going to operate still as separate entities, like how Lucasfilm and Lucasfilm and Disney, but or Fox, and whatnot. But they're under sort of the same roof. But that's what I think about, right? I think about where I think because, and again, I'm not knocking Terrifier. I'm simply stating sort of what, and I have no doubt they've thought about this kind of shit too. Where does it fit in, right? It's come out of nowhere. It's knocked on that pop culture door. It's made its run. It's there. You're going to have Terrifier, faithful and loyalists that will no doubt come out all the time. But to those who went to see what to those who went to see what the fuss was all about, are they going to come back? Does it have that general movie-going audience appeal? I'm not sold that it does. And that's not a knock. That is because it knows exactly what it is. It doesn't have to be. Terrifier shouldn't appeal to the general movie-going audience. Terrifier shouldn't be a studio film. I hope to goodness that they don't. Listen, it might be hard if it's a fucking it might be hard if there's a lot of zeros on that line. But I really hope a studio doesn't get behind it, because they will water it down. The MPAA will get involved. Because remember, you got to go to the theater and see an unrated Terrifier too.
If and a studio, it'll look too polished. Well, I think what makes
I agree. I agree.
There's a gritty, low budget feel to the original. I haven't seen the second one yet, but to the original at least.
I think the production value has improved, but I think it still has
not like it's not gonna exactly. It's still gonna have that low budget vibe, and I think to keep the aesthetic look of Art the Clown in the Terrifier movies, you have to stay within that wheelhouse. If you start to look like Halloween or 2018 or Kills or Ends, like when I say look, I mean the polished,
very high production look, value, very polished. Yep, very
I think
studio.
It takes it away. It takes away from what Art the Clown is.
I agree with that, and I think Damien Leone and the team probably know this. My hope is that this has. This will be a gateway project for everybody involved that will be able to, propel them to the next level so they can go off and do other things. I hope that Terrifier stays within the realm of where it is, because, if a studio gets their hands on it, if the MPA gets their hands on it, you can kiss this kind of Terrifier film goodbye, because they want to make as much money. Listen, $250,000 and a $10 million, that's amazing. That's ginormous. But what does a Terrifier movie with a $5 million budget look like, or a $10 million budget look like? Right. That's where I'm like, I hope they stay kind of within that realm. He says he's got one more movie that he might split into 2 parts. Do it, get in, get out, leave Art the Clown where it is. And, you've already made the connections. The doors have already been opened. I'm sure that they'll be able to go off and do other things that are not necessarily so niche. But, like I said, man, it's not my kind of horror movie. It's not one that I will.
Art's my boy.
It's
my
not,
boy now.
It's not for me, but I will watch this. And again, folks, some people are saying, wait till Dave sees this, wait till Dave sees that. I've seen the clips online already. I know about the bedroom scene. I know about all I'm not going in completely blind. I mean, you cannot be part of the horror community and go in completely blind. I mean, this thing has been sort of, the talk of the town as of late. So, all right, you ready to do this, my man?
Dude, I'm about as ready as the first time me and my girl had sex when we were teenagers.
Amazing.
That lasted for about 30 seconds.
It's always like that.
But totally different now that we're in our late 30s and 40s.
There you go. Okay, so
I'm back. The rust is off.
We are paused 4 seconds in at what's that?
Did you just say?
It looks like a G.
Well, that's not what I thought you said.
No. Cinedigum. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it, but that's where we are. We're paused 4 seconds in. Yeah. Okay. So that's where we are. So let's do this. Here we go. I'm trying to phonetically sound that out, but that's a G because the one at the beginning is a C. So
I don't know.
Okay, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Terrifier 2. Screenbox original. That's right. Screenbox. It's on Screenbox now, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Bloody Disgusting. Bloody Disgusting. Such a great name for their site, by the way. And feel free to send in super chats throughout the stream because this is a 2.5 hour movie and, we got to get to these super chats throughout the stream. Super chat does come in from Cody Snyder. $5. Thanks, buddy. He says, I'm ready for that first look at Dylan's New Nightmare tomorrow. Yes, so am I, Cody. Hopefully it's tomorrow. I got word that it should be tomorrow. It should be tomorrow. But there's a possibility that it might be delayed by another day, although I'm not 100% sure, but I will let you guys know as soon as I know. But yes, hopefully tomorrow for sure. It's supposed to be. So we'll keep our fingers crossed for that. There's just a couple of things that are supposed to be in motion. There
he is.
Oh, Art, you mean, or the guy on the floor?
Art walking silhouette. I might be a second behind you. Because now the guy's on the floor. And Art's walking up to him. Are we good?
Yep. Yeah, the guy's on the floor. Art's walking up.
I love this clown. I do.
He's like a mime. Almost like there's a mime-ness because he doesn't talk, right? So there's almost like a mime to him as well. The guy is just he's fighting for his life. When it comes to these kinds of horror splatter movies, sound is so important. Sound actually is more important than the visual, because you really want to get all the those gurgly, slurpy, slappy, wet sounds when it comes to the blood and the gore. So kudos to their sound. Now, from my understanding, this is actually
like a little bit of Halloween music. Listen to that piano.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that. The soundtrack for the film is I've heard is great. You know, a lot of synth, and the opening, which we'll get to in a second here, I've heard is it's got like Elm Street 3 vibes, a little bit. This is, from my understanding, this is like picking up exactly where the first one left off.
Oh yeah, totally. This is where the first one ended off.
Yeah. So he's killing this guy and
killing him.
The thing about these kinds of movies, and they know this, is
what the hell?
It can get so extreme that it goes from being terrifying to hilarious, but not in a bad way. I don't mean in a like it's stupid.
Like it's fucking awesome. What does that say about me?
Well, you're a sadistic son of a bitch.
I know.
That's what it says. You're a sadistic.
I'm messed up in the head.
You're sadistic. You're sadistic.
I need to get me an Art t-shirt. I do. I like the expressions, man. Like, I'm digging it.
Yeah, David Howard Thornton. I mean, you know, to play a character that doesn't speak, and still emote personality is a tough thing to do.
I love it how he like put the eyeball in. He takes like, hey, does this work? Nope.
It's just so over the top.
I know, it's great.
It's so funny. Colin Murdy says, I hope they release the score on vinyl. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I know. Me too. Trust
cool.
me too. I've been keeping an eye out on that.
Mm. I wonder if David Howard Thornton has lockjaw from smiling so much. That's a question I'd ask him. I bet you that's I wonder if that's a question that anybody, I wonder if that's a question that he's ever been asked. Like, has everyone, has anybody ever said, David, you smile a lot. You big smile a lot. You ever get like at the end of the day when the makeup comes off and you're lying in bed, oh man, I've been grinning too much. He's not grinning here, of course. He's gone to a laundromat to walk.
Get naked and wash his clothes.
Fucking get naked. I think
because art's about presentation. He's got to look good.
I think they should have gone all the way and just showed his like massive dick. Like his dick's just hanging there. It's huge.
Art the schlong.
Yeah, no, but can you imagine? It's like it's massive. Like it's flaccid and massive. It's like 10 inches. Of course, that might be, I can see the headlines now. Art the Clown has a massive schlong. Oh, he's not smiling there. He's resting his jaw. She's the one that's smiling. What's this?
I've heard about this little girl. Okay.
Yeah, I think I saw her somewhere. I don't know what she is though. But lockjaw, yeah.
Creepiest. Okay.
Oh, she's taking a shit. Well, she's just taking a shit.
Why not?
Why not? Just take a shit right there.
Gotta go. You gotta go.
Does she have a hole in her, or does she have a like? No, she just takes a shit.
No, she gotta let it go. Let it go.
Well, actually, it was diarrhea. Really, it was diarrhea.
I guess he's got to go.
Does he? Has he got to take a shit? So this, like, obviously, I don't know if we get to know this information, but I'd like to know who this little girl is. Is this like an understudy that he murdered? Is this his daughter that was killed a long time ago? Because, you know, like, she's dressed like him, right?
Sure.
She's dressed like him. And then see, in this shot, she's not really there. So is he seeing
his imagination? Okay.
Yeah, I wonder if that's his daughter.
Interesting.
But then again, if it is, we'd have to know that Art the Clown was actually a person at some point and not just an entity. And I don't know if they go into that. I have no idea. But he wasn't. Yeah, his clothes are perfectly clean.
Perfectly clean.
Perfect. Well, he used Tide, I think.
Absolutely. Tide, man, gets it all out.
Gets it all out.
Like I said, art's about that presentation. Everything's got to look crisp.
Crisp. It's got to look crisp.
He's not like Michael and Jason where, you know, they don't give a fuck. Art, you know, presentation. He's got something to prove.
Yep. Terrifier 2. Terrifier 2. Yeah, this is the opening that I think reminded people of Elm Street 3. I think it's just the vibe of the music, seeing the posters on the wall, and I think the girl, she's making something.
Very 80s.
Yeah. Instead of making a paper mache house, she's making a Halloween costume.
I've seen this actress before. I can't think of where I've seen her in.
I don't know. I don't know if I've seen her anywhere else.
I feel like I've seen her.
She looks like a lot of, but she looked like a lot, and I mean this in the most positive way. She looks like a horror final girl. She looks like a lot of girls that look in these kinds of movies. And again, I mean that in a positive way. So it's possible that we've just seen, you know, actors that look similar to her, maybe. I don't know if I've ever seen her before. I don't recognize her name. I know she's very active on Twitter now. I don't know.
I'm sure she's picked up a nice little following since this movie's come out.
Everybody has, of course. And how could you not, right? I mean, that's what I mean. Like, it's not my kind of horror movie. It's not a horror movie I would make, but you know what? There's an audience for it. There's a
sick fuckers like me.
There's an audience for it. And you know what, man? Like I said, at least it happened to a bunch of good people and not fucking dicks.
Yeah,
that you're like,
yeah,
fuck, that guy's such a fucking loser, and that'd be frustrating. I like to see success happen to good people.
Oh yeah, I would love to be a unit stills photographer on his movie, on one of them.
You should reach out.
That would be fun to do. I thought about it. I thought about reaching out to him, showing him the photos that I've done, and saying, "Hey, dude, I'll fucking volunteer. I don't care. Just to be a part of it would be a lot of fun to do."
Yeah, fucking reach out.
Put me up in a fucking cheap motel for the week. Let me do my photos for your stills and your movie, and that's it.
David Lucas, I guess. $5. Thanks, buddy. Says, since the Batman has a horror-like aspect to it, will you guys ever watch that on the channel?
Oh my God, that's like 3 hours long.
And I still haven't seen it. I never say never. Never say never. We'll just say that.
Exactly.
Never say never. There might be a time when we're really feeling it. You know? Never say never.
I've noticed too, and even in the first All Hallows Eve, he has a very specific color tone that he likes to use. A lot of orange and blue cross blends into his scenes. Have you noticed that with his color? Hey, that's the punk rock kid, right? I've seen him on YouTube or something.
No idea. All the actors in this movie I don't think I've seen before. But I'm not sure. I've
seen that kid before. I think he like reviews punk music, or his channel's called Punk Kid or something like that, or I don't know.
I'm not sure.
But yeah, as far as Damien's color grade, and I like that. I like that color grade style that he stayed committed to it with, from the first All Hallows Eve to Terrifier to this. It's that orange and blue cross blend, which I like.
There's almost like an aqua sheen.
Yeah.
Over the picture. And it's a stylistic choice. Yep.
Like here, orange, blue. Yep. You're getting a lot of that.
Mm-hmm. Well, how you craft your shots and how you craft your lighting.
YouTuber. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Cool. Again, and that's important to any aspiring filmmaker out there, is that you really got to think about how you craft your lighting and your shots. What do you want? What's the feeling and the tone of the piece of the picture overall that you want, and of each individual scene that you want. You don't just, you can, but you don't just plop up the camera and point and shoot. You got to really think about how you're crafting your scenes. Yeah, Darren says huge YouTube star. I didn't know that.
That's what I thought. I thought that I've seen this kid around for a minute.
Then again, he's probably not creating content that I would probably watch. That's probably why I don't know him. But good for him. Oh, the old looking at the newspaper clippings.
I think he reviews music or something, like punk rock music, or he interviews bands and stuff like that. I've stumbled across him interviewing somebody.
Okay.
A time or two, like big bands, like big name, like Metallica. I think he interviewed them once or some shit.
Good for him.
But he was a lot younger when he did that. He's a little older now.
Now, those are the two.
Older when I say he's like a teenager. Yeah. Like some of these stuff that he's been doing since he was really little.
Right. The two girls in that newspaper clipping, I think, were from the first Terrifier.
From the first one. Yeah, they're from the first one.
We should watch that on the channel, too, at some point.
Absolutely. You don't need to twist my arm. We should watch All Hallows Eve as well, too.
I love how they just have his eyes covered. Art the Clown's eyes covered in that shot. It's funny. Who is Art the Clown? Yes, who is Art the Clown? Damn,
the greatest horror killer of all time. What?
Oh, for somebody it is. I saw a poll somewhere that actually said that.
Did you see the memes that I've been sharing? I offended a couple people that got really mad at me.
People take the internet just far too seriously.
Man, it's a joke.
I know. People take this shit far too seriously.
It was Art the Clown choking Michael Myers in one picture, and then there was another one where it said, Art's peeking out, and it's Michael Myers. It's the shot of Warlock covering his eyes like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then Art the Clown's like, "Hey, Mikey, I heard you got beat up by a kid who got beat up by band camp kids."
That's funny.
It's funny. Oh my God, but people take it so sensitive, man. It's just like, dude, relax. It's a joke.
Everybody's so fucking tribal. Just calm the fuck down. Everybody just shut the fuck up and calm down. Let's calm down. Just movies. Let's have fun. Let's make movies fun again. That should be a fucking political slogan. Make movies fun again. MMFA.
Right.
You can, you like what you like and you be passionate about what you're passionate, but people just take this shit
too serious.
Yeah, Jesus, learn to laugh at yourselves. That's the problem. People can't laugh at themselves, and you can't laugh at the shit that you like. You know what I mean? I can laugh at my own shit and shit that I like. Doesn't. Oh, anyway, there's a difference between having fun in that, and actually being a dick.
Yeah, but you can't with Halloween fans anymore because they take it beyond like too serious. So if they see a character like Art the Clown in a meme that's intended to be funny, they get too sensitive about it instead of just taking it as a joke, man. Like, relax.
Is this the part or part? No, I could not walk out the street. So they don't have a father, right? So it's just the single mom with these two kids, but it's their father. From my understanding, it's their father that knew something about Art the Clown or something, and I think he ends up telling her that or whatever. That is one thing that I understood, that obviously the first Terrifier really plays like an exploitation film, a very low budget, not a lot on story. It just really is about a girl that needed to go to the bathroom, and then it ensues. This, you can tell that obviously they knew, okay, if we're going to do a sequel, we got to make it bigger and badder and crazier, but we also have to have some sort of a story in there and explore and expand on the mythology and the
which
lore.
Is what he's doing here. He's definitely versus to what I'm used to with Terrifier and with All Hallows Eve. You can obviously see he's thought this one through and he's giving us a story.
Well, you have to do that.
Terrifier, he didn't, it's just straight to the fucking point.
And what's interesting about this too is that what kind of character is Art going to be, right? Is he going to be ambiguous like Michael Myers, or are we going to know exactly who he is and where he comes from like Freddy Krueger or Jason Voorhees, or is he going to ride that line down the middle where we, like Pennywise, where we know bits and bobs but maybe not the full thing?
Sure.
There's many different ways you could go with it. Talk about watching violent shit before you go to bed. Oh,
I think this is okay. Yeah,
she has a dream about this. It seeps into her subconscious, and then she finds herself there. What does that say?
Clown Cafe.
Oh, Clown Cafe, it said. I thought it said Clove Care. What the fuck does that even mean? Clove Care. It's because I don't have my glasses on. That makes things a little easier.
Again, orange, a lot of orange and blue.
Yeah, that like teal almost.
Yep.
Like a teal sort of color to the picture. How you color time and color grade your film too can create different feelings of mood, different looks.
I mean, it's not going to happen, but the sheer hilariousness of it would be freaking hysterical if this movie gets nominated for anything Oscar related. It's not going to win, and I know it, but the fact that if it does would be hilarious.
How the Oscars work, obviously, is that I think everybody gets to vote on Best Picture, if I'm not mistaken. Sure. But when it comes to the specialized categories like acting, directing, makeup effects, which is really, I think, what this film would be, if there's any category that, it has a fighting chance in, it probably is, makeup effects. So that means that all the makeup effects artists that are Academy members would have to watch this movie and agree. So that's my understanding. Because I don't think the directors don't get to vote on Best Actor. I don't think. The directors don't get to vote on makeup effects, because what the fuck do they know about makeup effects? Like, I mean, not that they don't, but I'm just saying, right? Like it's all about, but then everybody gets to vote on Best Picture. That's my understanding. But unless something's changed, or maybe I'm a little hazy on the details. So, I mean, you never know.
But just because of just the sheer over the top this movie is, if it got nominated for anything, I would, and just to see, like, I would, because I'm not a big award show, that. But to see Art the Clown standing up at the Oscars with a trophy in his hand,
if he won,
full method, that would fucking, I'd die laughing.
It'd be funny, man. You never know, right? If you don't put yourself out there, nothing's going to happen, right? It's like playing the lottery, man. You never know. So put your fucking self out there. And all those people out there that don't put themselves out there, but that just bitch and complain. It's like, well, put yourself out there. I'd just rather sit on Reddit.
Complain all day.
I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Squeeze me. Squeeze me. So this is her window. This dream sequence is her window into Art the Clown. Yeah. And because I think she brushed it off a little bit at first, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And then now she obviously this will sort of, seep into her subconscious and make her a little, why did I have that dream about Art the Clown? What's going on here? The Clown Cafe. Does he light it on fire? Should. You should light it on fire. Do. Wait a minute. Oh, there we are. Art the Clown should be ripped. Like,
well, I don't know.
No. Not David Howard Thornton. I mean, when he takes it off, like when he takes off his thing, he's just be like jacked.
Jacked.
So just for that moment, like just when he takes off his thing to, wash his shit, he's like jacked. So you just like put somebody else in there for that moment. And that it's funny, right? Because he doesn't look jacked. You know what I mean? He looks like a tall, kind of svelte kind of guy, but then he takes it off and he's like huge arms. And it's like, what the fuck? That'd be funny. Oh, it's like Santa's, what is that? A brain?
Or a heart or something?
Oh, it's a heart because it's beating, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how Art the Clown's bag here is like Santa's sack, where it's like, just like it's endless. You just go into a bottomless pit. You got to get the nun in there. Look at the squibs. The squibs. The blood squibs.
He's going full Godfather here. What the hell?
Oh, that's funny. And he's a slasher that uses a gun. You don't see that too many times. It's a Tommy gun, I think, isn't it?
Tommy gun. That's what I mean. He's going full Godfather on this shit. What the hell? That was awesome. I'm fucked up. I know. I got issues.
You see, something like that, you'd have a hard time getting past the MPA.
Oh, the MPA would be like, wait, no. Oh, no.
That's why, for all you Terrifier fans out there, you've got to
keep it independent.
Yeah,
keep
you
it
do.
in the house.
A studio will destroy
outside.
it.
Oh,
a studio will destroy it. If you want to continue to get this kind of shit.
Oh, she was hit.
Don't let a studio hit. Oh, she was? I thought she just got blood splatter.
That's what I thought too.
I love how she just continued to play guitar. Yeah, that's right. There you go. Oh, and she just continued.
She sets her on fire and she's still playing.
Still playing.
Oh, is she going to go for the longest burn and beat Michael in Halloween 2?
We're getting a Dick Warlock moment here. I thought he was dancing. I thought that guy was dancing for a moment. Is he going to light everybody on fire? Light my fire. You should light everybody on fire. That'd be an awful dream to have.
It's usually what I'm dreaming about every night.
Is it really? Yeah, well, whatever. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, absolutely.
There we go. That's better. So she was hit. She was hit in the dream.
She's hit in the dream.
Art Krispies. They should make this. Damien Leone and company should actually strike a deal with a cereal manufacturer.
Company and make an Art the Clown cereal.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now,
I'd buy it.
Yeah. I mean, it again, doesn't have general appeal, but you could have it as like a Get yourself a bunch of boxes and sell them independently or something. Or create your own cereal. I don't know how you do that, but this is a long dream.
Very long dream.
Mm-hmm.
But not like I kept hearing like, oh, wait till you get to the dream. I'm not seeing anything that's like, I don't know, like that's worth like passing out and throwing up and being disturbed by.
No, I think people say that about the bedroom scene.
Oh, the bedroom scene. Okay.
Yeah. The dream sequence.
I mean, it's kind of funny, but
well, she's got the sword in the dream. Ooh,
that's cool.
Wait, was she wearing that?
No.
Is she in a different outfit? Or no, I guess she was wearing that. Okay. Ooh, a lot of fire in this film. For half a second, I thought she was in a dorm room. I don't know why. And I thought those were other people coming out of their dorms. But it's her mom and her brother. I don't know why. For some reason, I was like, oh, yeah, she's at university. I'm like, no, she's not. That's a very Freddy moment in the sense that something that happens in your dream affects the real world.
Real world.
You know what I mean? Wouldn't you be like, Mom? Or mom is like, well, I think it's the mom that, oh yeah, no, the mom's going to die for sure.
Oh, that's her name, Sienna.
Sienna? Yeah. Her character name. Sienna. It's a good name. She looks like a Sienna.
I like it. I dig it.
Yeah,
it's a modern day girl's name.
Yep, and she looks like a Sienna. Yeah, Colin says Elm Street vibes bringing dreams into reality. That's right. For sure. For sure. Frank Riker, MILF. Leave it to Frank. Why did you light your fucking costume on fire, you dumb bitch? Mom? Why would I do that? Ooh. Are we on a slant?
I think we're on a slant. Look, it does not look leveled.
Does not look leveled. That could be on purpose. Maybe the room's on a slant. No, I don't know.
No, I think this is a mistake on their part.
It might not be a mistake. It might be intentional. Just a, I don't know, sense of...
That's a serious slant.
It is. That's why I think you would notice that on the monitor before you began to shoot. So that's why I think it's intentional. Ooh, the sword still survives. The sword survives.
The sword that will kill art.
There's a real surreal, like this whole film so far feels very horror fantasy. Like there's a fantasy element to this that I did not feel in Terrifier 1. Terrifier 1 feels very underground, like I think Darren Sands from The Slaughtered Lamb said that it feels like a film that you shouldn't be watching. You know, like it almost feels like a snuff film, you know, like a very underground, very exploitative. This film feels, so far, because of the heavy fantasy lean, the dream, what happens in the dream, the sword, the angel wings, this kind of stuff. It feels, very sort of...
Yeah, because right at the moment, he's only got two kills in this movie with the doctor and the guy at the laundromat. And then unless we're going to count the dream sequence.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He fucking unloaded on his Tommy gun.
I know, and I get that. But I mean, as far as like, are we going to count dream sequence versus reality? You know what I mean? Like in reality, he's only killed 2 people.
Right. Or has he?
Yeah.
Ooh, a pumpkin. Is it Halloween time?
Jonathan? Is his name Jonathan?
I think it's Jonathan. Maybe it is Halloween time. I think it is Halloween time, actually.
I'm a fan of the overexposed too, like the
Wacky
background
drags.
being white out.
Mm-hmm.
Those types of stuff. I am a fan of that.
Yep. Yeah, you could do that. If you didn't want to do that, you would just have to bring more light onto her. Do you know what I mean? So you could actually see outside, then you have to bring more light onto her, either with a practical or maybe a bounce.
I'd like to know more about this kid, though. Like, is it Art's kid? I mean, obviously it's in his head.
And who the fuck is Art?
Right.
Yeah, is this his long lost daughter that he murdered, or sister? Yeah, a little sister, or is this little girl like
his niece? They're going Jamie Lloyd.
Niece. Ooh, ooh! They're gonna do spin-off films with her.
This girl's in like all of them. It's got to be like someone Damien knows because she's in.
Who, the little girl? Oh, you mean
the one who's doing the news broadcast?
Yeah. Is it?
She's in all of them.
Yes, agreed.
You know?
Yep.
So there's got to be some connection with Damien and her. That's why he's kind of like a Sherry Moon zombie.
Is it his wife or like a friend or something?
I don't know. Yeah, does anybody know in the chat room this woman?
Not the one with the face fucked up, but the other one, the host.
The other one. She's in All Hallows Eve. She plays the babysitter of the two kids.
Yeah.
She plays the news anchor in the first Terrifier, and she's the news anchor woman here again. Yeah. So I don't know. Is there some type of connection with her and Damien that he has her in there all the time? Is it like a Sherry Moon Rob Zombie thing?
I don't know.
Because she's really been the one consistency besides Art.
Ooh, Art's pissed.
Yeah, the one that got away.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Me and Art got a lot in common.
Oh, are we gonna have a
Halloween moment?
A Halloween moment? Boogeyman, boogeyman. Jonathan's uncle's the boogeyman. Ooh, a possum. Aw. No animals were harmed during the making of this movie.
I had a dead one that I had to pick up in my backyard over the summer. The owl got it.
Really?
Oh my God! Yeah, this owl. You could tell with the talons that pierced the possum. Yeah. Owls are very protective of their territory, and if they see an animal they don't like around, it's done.
Right.
Hey, that kid's in Cobra Kai. That's Anthony LaRusso, Daniel's son.
Now that you mention it, yes.
With the beanie, the kid with the beanie.
Right. Yep.
That's Anthony LaRusso.
Yep. Oh, is this the love interest? Oh, there's what's her face from Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
She must be the principal or the just a mom, I guess. No. She's. Oh yeah, okay, I was right.
It's cool that he got her into this movie too. You gotta be happy for him.
Well, Chris Jericho's in the movie.
Y2J.
Yeah. Boo.
Again, I like the overexposed background with the blowout. I'm a fan of that even in photography. You'll notice that with some of my pictures, there's an overexposed. That's my style. I know it's an acquired taste. Not many people like it, but I'm definitely a fan of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Felicia Rose from Sleepaway Camp.
Yep. One of the most shocking endings in the history. It's definitely October and Halloween time because I see fucking pumpkins all over the place. So could this be a Halloween movie?
Absolutely.
There you go.
He's fighting.
Oh, there goes the girl.
Damien's fighting to be the new king of the Halloween movies.
Ooh.
I actually would love to see how he's going to conclude this with his two movies, but I also like to see what else he's got in the well of creative stuff that he wants to do beyond Art and Terrifier.
So now, does Jonathan see the girl or does Jonathan just see Art? I don't know.
But this little girl's creepy and I fucking love it. She kind of looks like Dakota Fanning a little bit, young Dakota Fanning.
Yes.
Even with the makeup on.
Yes, I agree. There is definitely a young Dakota Fanning vibe from her. That's true. So she's smiling a lot too. I wonder if her jaw hurt at the end of the day. Poor kid. No running in the hallways.
No running in the hallways.
Ah, nice.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
You know what would have made that icing on the cake if that was Heather Langenkamp? If she was playing that role. It's a small role. What, like 10 seconds?
Yep.
That would have
been perfect.
Bumped into her and she was like, no running in the hallways. Yeah.
Well, she just said happy Halloween. So yeah, there you go. It's Halloween.
Yeah. Well, yeah, all the pumpkins and excuse me. She's got a witch nose on. Who is this, her friend? I guess it's her friend. I thought it was her mom for a minute. No, that's her friend. It's her friend, yeah. Someone's in a mood this morning.
Totally.
Totally. Oh, yeah. You got to, I would have thrown in like 55 totallys.
Absolutely. Totally. That's what I expected. And it's me, Billy, too. I want to hear totally every other line.
We are putting in, like, we are actually using totally as like a period.
You're going to go for the record of the most totallys in a movie?
Yep. 7,436.
Awesome.
And after every sentence, we're going to end it with totally.
Totally.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Even Billy's going to be totally at the end of everything. Totally. Can you imagine? Okay, so now they're doing a little backstory here. Oh yeah, they're talking about the first film, I think, right?
No, they're talking about the news anchor when the girl with the disfigurement face went like batshit crazy on the newswoman. Right. That happened in the first one.
Yeah, at the beginning. And then they told the story of how she got there.
Right.
Yeah, because the woman with the disfigured face is the lead in the first film.
Correct.
Yeah. That's right. And I think this was shot over like 2 or 3 years, if I'm not mistaken, or 2 years or something,
COVID
because of the pandemic. Yeah. And again, I mean, listen, when you're not backed by a studio and you're crowdfunding and you're raising money and you're trying to get people together and coordinate schedules and everything and get locations and get permits and
I don't know who these girls are, but they're
not easy.
I'm hooked on as far as their performance. I'm into their characters.
The acting's fine.
I don't know them. You know what I mean? Like
I don't. I don't have any issues with
especially the
acting.
lead here. She's not
really.
Like,
I mean, it's horror movie acting.
It's what you're gonna get.
Yeah, like I don't like it's. I'm not
like I believe they're friends. Is what I'm saying.
Sure,
you know
sure.
What I mean?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's. I don't have any issues with it. The production value is. I mean, in terms of their locations, they obviously they have more money. They're going to different locations, different shots, different camera angles. It's a step up from the first film for sure. For sure. Something tells me that she's going to be like related to art. Or, well, like again, I think her father knows something about art or something. It's like it's a calling, like it's like her destiny. Sure. You know what I mean? Her destiny is to fight Art the Clown or something like that. And it's her path. It's built into her. It's the family business.
It's the legacy.
Yeah, like something like that, I think is probably what's going to happen. Clifford Franklin, timestamp, Dave. Timestamp is we are 40 minutes and 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 10 seconds.
We're 9 hours and 38 minutes into the movie.
Yeah, with 5 hours to go. No. Go to your room. But Mom, go to your room. Mom is
harsh.
She's harsh, yeah. She's harsh. She is harsh. Just a reminder, folks, that if you, I'm just saying this as a reminder, if you do want to send in super chats, you can throughout this stream. We are answering them throughout this movie because it is nearly a 2.5 hour film. So sometimes when we watch longer films, we allow super chats throughout the film. Just to let you know, you don't have to. I'm just
this way we're not here for 9 hours tonight.
Yeah. So if your plan was to wait till the Q&A part at the end, send them in now, because that way we won't have like another hour after the movie's done, because that would make the stream like 4 hours or 3.5 hours. Now, this is not her mom. This is her friend?
Yep.
No. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Looks like a Spirit Halloween kind of store. And she's walking around with her angel
Probably
wings.
it's a Spirit Halloween store that they filmed in.
Could be. Or it depends how much set dressing they did. I don't know.
Probably be easier just to go to a Spirit Halloween store than to set dress it.
But then you would have to get
permission. And
well, you have to get permission no matter.
I'm sure they wouldn't have mind.
But it depends if Spirit Halloween wants to be associated with this kind of movie.
I like how he's just standing there like all bug-eyed and smiling.
He's like, sup.
Sup.
You want to go out on a date?
Exactly. That's exactly what he's looking like.
Yeah. You want to go out on a date?
I'm gonna do that to my girl one night. I'm gonna get dressed up as like Art the Clown and just
you
be
should.
Like standing there smiling.
I
at
sense.
her and be like, hey, let's go out to dinner.
I sense an Art the Clown photo shoot in your future.
Oh, I gotta find the right guy for that. I gotta find the right guy, right height.
Do they make Art the Clown masks?
Oh yeah, I can get the full costume. And there's a guy that I know not too far from where I live who he said he would make me one, but I got to find the guy with the right physique to do that. But yeah, dude, trust me, I've thought about that. And if I do it, it's not going to be like how I normally do photos, like clean and no, it's going to be bloody. It's going to be intense. I'm going to have makeup artists and yeah.
Nice.
My family's going to disown me.
Frank says, listen, Dave, you and Tony are here as long as we stop. You and Tony are here as long as we stop super chatting. You have to stay. Well, sometimes in the past, we've learned there have been movies we've watched that have been very long. And then I save the Q&A until the end. And then there's like 80 super chats I got to get through.
I know, right? And then we're here till like 12 o'clock.
Yeah. I don't mind if it's a 90-minute movie, but for this movie, it's nearly 2.5 hours. So. Oh, look at that. He's helping.
Absolutely. He's a helpful boyfriend.
I think they should start dating. I think he should become,
yeah, art's not about hitting it and quitting it. He's in it for the longevity. He's being a gentleman right now.
Art is not about, no, he's not wham bam, thank you, ma'am. He's long haul committed.
Yeah, long haul.
He's committed.
Absolutely.
I mean, did you see his schlong in the opening scene? I mean,
he's trying to be funny, winning her over with humor.
He's every girl's dream, right?
Courteous by bringing her bag.
That's right. Doing
posing for her now.
That's right.
What the hell?
Now, does the guy see him?
I don't know.
The guy's got it because he's actually there.
I'm gonna do this to her. She's gonna freak the fuck out.
Because Art,
what the fuck is wrong with you?
Art is actually in the space right now, so he must see her. See him. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. There it is. Yeah. He reacts, sir.
Yeah, he reacts.
I love how he's just so but I guess because it's Halloween, he just assumes this is some like loser in his store fucking around as a clown. Yeah, I guess. Right. The way he looked at him too was like, well, you're dead. Don't talk to me like that. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I'm going to kill you.
There's his horn.
Art the Clown. So funny.
Better not ever show
Wouldn't
her
she though? Wouldn't
because she will kill me if I did this to her.
My question is, what's going through Sienna's head? Because she had a dream of him, and now there's this guy. Does she think he's not there?
Well, no, she can't, because he acknowledged, the guy in the store acknowledged.
Right. So please stop. Please stop. Stop. Please stop. Maybe she just thinks it's some guy dressed as Art the Clown? Because she isn't fully... I mean, I know we're watching her transition in terms of that arc, her realization, her who is this person and all that kind of stuff. Oh, he's letting him live? Surprised.
Art's got his sight on his girl, man.
He's more interested in the
or is he gonna flip the sign and be like, we're closed?
Yeah, I did. Okay, there you go.
Well, there you go.
There you go. It's over now.
Go.
Oh, he's got his little Santa sack.
There you go.
So is he going to do like I wonder how he's going to kill him. Maybe he's going to jam the horn down his throat, where like the black part of the horn, the handle, comes out of his ass or something. Oh, no, he's got chains. Art the Clown is like the Carrot Top of slasher villains, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, if you think about it,
props and everything.
He's a props comedian. Art the Clown's a props comedian. Michael King says, "You'll find out, Dave. I certainly will." Maybe he'll just tear his jaw from his face and pop off his head and just start gnawing on his face. Oh, the old beer bottle to the face. The old beer bottle to the face. Oh. Was that a flashlight? Was that a flashlight?
No, it was the tip of the bottle.
Oh, okay. I was going to say a flashlight did that. It's funny.
Should have just let Art pay.
Should have.
You'd be alive.
It's true. The moment he said, "Hey, sir, could you stop doing that?" Art was like,
got the meat cleaver.
Oh.
There's a
right
headache.
into the head.
Here's a headache.
There's a headache. That should be a meme. I got a headache. Oh, he's pushing down. Yeah, they show you just enough, which is good. They don't show you, like, they don't sit on these shots for very long, because the longer you sit on the shot, the more likely it is you might see how the magic trick is done, right? So they have to just show you enough just to get it across, like they've done here. Ooh.
Damn, what full decapitation.
Full decapitation. He would have had to have his head cast. That's not the first time he's decapitated. He decapitated Michael Levy. Shout out to Michael Levy in the first Terrifier. So Art's got a thing for decapitation. Just know that, folks. If you ever come across Art the Clown, he's got a thing for decapitation.
You're going to get some head, and not the good kind.
Ooh, is that oh yeah, it's like a gargoyle or something, or a devil. It's closed. Read the fucking sign. Read the sign. Does he kill kids? Does Art kill children? Ooh, there's a question.
I don't know yet. Did he kill any kids in the first one?
I don't think so.
Oh, yes, he killed kids in All Hallows Eve. He kills the two kids
that
she's babysitting.
Yeah, but that's a different, yeah.
I mean, it's Art, you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if he kills kids. I'd kill kids. No. I don't mean me. I mean,
are you kidding me? That scene when Michael's walking across the living room and the baby's crying. Damn, Ryan, shut up.
Can you imagine?
I would have been like, hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. So now this is the scene, because I've seen this clip. This is the scene where, you know, Jonathan goes into some backstory about Art the Clown and their dad, I think, or whatever. And she starts to really kind of, those are cool images though. Whoever did the artwork on those.
Very cool artwork.
Very cool. How long have you had this? Answer the fucking question. Oh yeah, exactly. Answer it. Yeah, she totally looks like Dakota Fanning.
That's what I thought, Colin.
Holy
Thank you.
shit.
I knew she looked familiar. I was like, that blonde with the kid at the store looked for, and that's what's her name from Halloween? That's Sammy from Halloween 5.
The blonde at the store?
The blonde with the mom that goes up to the store and it's closed, and Art's there holding
Sammy
the head.
from Halloween 5?
That's Sammy from Halloween 5.
I didn't recognize her.
Well, she's a bit older now. 30
years. It's 33 years.
But I was looking at her, I was like, man, she looks really fucking familiar.
Okay. Oh, there's your calling. There it is. It's your calling to become the angel of death. No, I don't know. Jonathan, you're acting crazy. You're acting crazy, okay? He created a character for you. That's interesting. So it's almost like she becomes... Interesting. Interesting. Cody says, kids dying? Count Dave in.
Shit, kids dying? Count Tony in. I want to be there. First one buying that movie.
There you go. This mother is like always in a state of yelling. She's vicious.
Little too much. I would have had her pulled back a little bit.
You think so?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a little too much.
Oh, and her
performance.
Her head's cut off in that other shot. I wouldn't have.
Yeah. I would have been like, dial it back just a little bit. That's not how a parent would talk. That's how a parent would talk.
Right. You got to believe him, Sienna. Jonathan, I don't know what to do. Oh, the one year. Nothing good happens in horror movies on anniversaries.
No.
Just ask Antonio Bay on the 100-year anniversary. Just ask them. Did she just say we both know what happened to Daddy? Or to Dad?
To Daddy.
They look a little too old to be calling Dad Daddy. I mean, you could, I don't know if she said Daddy. Did she say Daddy, chat room, or did she say Dad? I feel like...
Daddy?
I mean, maybe the last time they saw him was when they called him Daddy, so they're kind of just calling him Daddy. I don't know.
Yeah. My girl was giving me shit the other day because her kids are like they're getting older, so they're getting close to the age of having kids. She's like, if you're still with me, you're gonna be a grandpa. I'm like, no, I'm gonna be a papa. Not a grandpa. I'm gonna be a papa.
A papa.
Papa. You ain't calling. No one's calling me grandpa.
Pops.
Call me papa.
Pops.
No, not pops. Well, Pops is cool. I like papa better though. Papa.
What about Big Tony Pops? Sounds like a No, you don't want that. Okay.
No.
All right.
No.
Nobody's answering me, but everybody's like, "Call me
Pops
Daddy
is
anytime."
Cool. Pops is kind of cool, but I like Papa's better. That's more Southern.
Right. The old trying to convince mom something's Yeah, mom is stressed. Mom needs to quit her job. Mom needs to find a different job. Yeah. Mom needs to get laid. It's just too much. Mom needs something. She's stressed. She's always yelling.
Oh, trick-or-treaters.
Oh, I like that transition. Oh, wait. Sorry, I thought it was.
No, it's not her.
No, it's not.
Different house.
No, I think, wasn't it Sienna that was going to the door? Fuck, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe they just look alike. That's why.
How did we meet Die Hard Drummer? Me and my girl, we dated for 2 years when we were teenagers. We dated again in our mid-20s for about a year, and just timing in our lives were just, well, one, we were kids when we started, and I left her to come to Atlanta for my job for the radio station. I actually left her a day before her birthday. So fucked up. So fucked up. And then, we just kind of been driving in and out of each other's lives for like 26 years. And now we're just kind of like, you know what? Let's just go the distance. That's it.
There's a real, like when she just said, aren't you that guy from the costume shop? And Art's like, yeah. There's a real, and this is totally on purpose. And I think there's a real childish naivety to the way David Howard Thornton portrays the character, which I think is, you place that, like, it's a very childlike thing, and you place that juxtaposition against juxtaposed against the horrific nature of what Art does. I think that's sort of the idea. He's seen,
and you notice the background is orange behind her and blue behind him too. I don't know if you noticed that.
I didn't. I wasn't paying attention, but I'll take your word for it. I think he chops off her head too. He likes to chop people's heads off.
Now look behind him.
Yep.
See, it's how it's like bluish and orange.
Yeah.
He really stayed dedicated to that.
Mm-hmm. He did. Which, I mean, which you should. I mean, if you're gonna settle on a look.
Art's bag of goodies. She's cute.
You want a saw, bitch? Well, she's the one that gets it in the bedroom scene.
Of the three girls, I like her the best. I mean, the lead is cool, but I like her.
You like this one? What you mean? Like how? Like, you think she's the hottest?
As far as attraction goes, yeah. Of the three, if I was their age, she would probably be the one I would go for. Of the three, if I was, because you got to figure what they're like. What, 20?
I have no idea. I just meant I was trying to figure out what you were, because I don't think we know that much about this girl. That's why, like when you said I like her the best, I was like, oh, I don't even know what I'm supposed to like about the character.
She's hot.
That's why I said, are you really saying just this?
No, she's hot.
Oh, damn it. Is this where she discovers her? Who's this now again? Fuck. I don't know who that.
I would say she's the hottest, but the thing that's throwing me off is the nose ring. I'm not a fan of that. The thing that's hanging from her nose. It's like she got, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if that's a character trait or if that's just something that she wears in her life. And Damien was just like, yeah, wear it. I like it. Like, I wonder if it's a thing that was written for the character. Like, the character wears this, or she wears it in her everyday life.
I mean, it's cool. It fits her, like, whole look and everything.
That's what I mean. Yeah. I wonder if it's something that she actually wears. I don't know who she was. I'm not sure. Yeah, I can't say that I'm a fan of the septum ring.
There's the overexposed window.
Yeah. It doesn't, I mean, it's not overbearing to the point where it's like.
No, I know, but it's distracting.
I'm not really
on a pretty girl like that, it's distracting.
Right.
But hey, if she's happy with it, she digs it, that's,
Well, again, that's why I'm like, is this a character thing, or is this actually what the actress, like, he met her for an audition and was like, oh, hey, you know what? Don't fucking take that out. Like, use it, or whatever. I don't know. I have no idea, my man. Doodle-doo. Don't. MAGA says, Dave looks like Matt Foley. Who's Matt Foley?
Got me, man. I don't know.
I have no idea who Matt Foley is.
Nope.
No idea.
Nudity.
Oh, side boob.
Side boob. Stomach.
Side boob, stomach, thigh.
Hamstring.
Hamstring, that's right.
Hamstring.
Oh, she's getting ready. I think she's going to a Halloween party, right? So she's getting
and
all
I got to be honest with you. I don't think that
up.
girl who was in the shower was her from the side boob shop. It looked like
I don't know.
Body double.
I have no idea.
Could be wrong.
Might have been her. Now, she doesn't have the nose ring there now. So it's something she can take out and put on. And it might be a fake one, too. I mean, like I said, it might just be for the character. She's going to the party. The party.
That's a cool outfit. I like it. I dig it.
Yeah, she's like a battle angel or something, or Alita Battle Angel. Fuck, I love that movie. I wish they'd make a sequel to Alita Battle Angel. Pissed me off. I dug it. I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah. They're saying Matt Foley is equal to Chris Farley, Saturday Night Live. I don't know.
Matt Foley. I don't know who Matt Foley is.
I was never really big into Saturday Night Live.
Matt Foley is Chris Farley from Saturday Night Live. I look like Chris Farley from Saturday Night Live?
I don't know.
Minus 280 pounds.
I only watch like the
That's something I've never had. Hey,
like the original Saturday Night Live, like the first couple seasons. That's about it.
But I've never had anybody say, "Hey, you look like a gigantic fat guy." You look like a gigantic fat guy. I've never had anybody say I look like Chris Farley. Now I know you're saying obviously Matt Foley is a character that Chris Farley played, but I think that's what you're saying. I think. Some people have said I look like people, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't see it. I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. Oh, here it comes. Here comes the bedroom scene is coming up soon. I figure it is because she's, sneaking around the house, and we know she's the one that gets torn to shreds in the bedroom. So
awesome.
I think that's about to happen.
As it should be.
Oh, Frank gave me a link. Okay, let's see here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't see it at all. MAGA cat. I do not see it at all. Yeah, it's a character that Chris Farley played on SNL, and it's Chris Farley. He's like, 340 pounds. I'm 152 pounds or whatever I am. Thanks, MAGA cat. Thank you. Hey, you look like a huge fucking fat guy in glasses. Oh, okay. Of
course, he's thirsty. Got to get some water.
He's thirsty,
before,
and there's
killing.
that blue, that teal sort of look that you were talking about, right?
Know?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we got a date.
Got a date. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, the blood begins. The blood begins. The terror. The terror.
Ah, too bad she has to go.
She's got to go, man. Sorry, she's got to go. She's got to go in horrific ways, right?
Bam. What the hell?
Could you really cut somebody's scalp off just with those scissors? I don't know. But who fucking cares? It's not supposed to be realistic, clearly. Clearly.
Now, this is a scene I should recreate.
Yes. I want to see you recreate this in photos.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and like a flip book where like you go and you see it all like move.
Absolutely.
He's got the air. Oh.
I don't know if she would still be alive at this point.
I don't think she'd be alive. I think she'd lose so much blood. He's like tearing he just tore her arm. How does he break her arm and remove it from her body? Wait.
Yeah. I don't know if she would have survived through, like, she would have been dead probably a few moments ago.
I think so. But that's not the point, right? I mean, it's just supposed to be so off the wall and ridiculous.
Again, nothing that I'm like, okay, this is the bedroom scene, and like, I don't know.
Well, I think
she's still alive.
I think she's still alive. I think, if I'm not mistaken. She's still alive. She's in her underwear. She's got no arm.
She's missing half her head.
Yep.
There's no way she would still be alive.
That's well done. I mean, I'm not a special effects expert, but looking at sort of that arm and what they've done, I wonder if there's a little bit of digital compositing to remove her other arm. I wonder if they've done that.
She should have taken a selfie.
Oh, is that Javix or fucking
Bleach?
Bleach. Yeah. Bleach. Ooh. Salt in the wounds.
That actually stops the bleeding.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that probably is going to keep her alive. It's going to fucking hurt,
well,
but it's probably going to keep her alive.
What the hell?
Yeah, he just tore her face off.
Face off.
Movie Chat and More Part 2 sends in £2. It's good to have you back, Dave. Thanks, Richard. Appreciate that. Daisy McMillan says, Dave to me kind of looks like a cross between Eminem and Ron Howard.
Hi, my name is...
Ron Howard?
Ron Howard. What's his name? I
look nothing like Ron. I think it's... Maybe,
Hi, my name is Richie Cunningham.
I'm not a redhead, so
isn't that his name in
Richie Cunningham? Happy Days. Yeah. No, there is an actor, and I forget his name, that somebody shared a picture of, and even I went, "Oh, yes, I definitely look like that person." Forget who it is now. He was British, which again, my mother was born in England, so maybe that's part of it. I have no idea. I forget his name. I gotta find it. But
I don't look like no one, and I'm good. But
most of the people who've come forward say, "Oh, you look like this person or that person." They say, "Oh, you look like this person," when in reality, what they should be saying is, "Oh, you have the same jawline as this person, or you have the same kind of eyes as this person." Because somebody once said, "Oh, you look like William Dafoe," and I'm like, "Hey, clearly I don't look like William Dafoe." But when you look at William Dafoe and then you look at me, it's like, "Oh yeah, maybe it's the jaw, or maybe it's something." You know what I mean? But people are often used to just kind of painting everything with a blanket statement, like "you look like," and it's like, I don't like. It's like, "You look like Eminem." Well, I don't. If you put me beside Marshall Mathers, clearly I don't look like Eminem, but maybe we share, like, again, some of the same features. I find that with a lot of the times people will say I look like this person or that person or this person. It's certain features that are similar, perhaps, but not like general, like overall in that sense. But like Matt Foley. Clearly, I don't look like Matt Foley. But you put black glasses on, and all of a sudden, I'm Matt Foley. Ooh.
He's just sitting there playing.
And she's just standing there, shaking her head. Run, woman, run! Listen, I'm not a special effects makeup expert, but I mean, it looks...
And she's still alive?
She's still alive. She's still alive. Yeah, like, again, I mean, it looks cool. It looks cool. I mean, it looks cool. It's well done. In my opinion, it looks, again, I'm not an expert in makeup effects.
Totally Oscar worthy.
I don't know about that, but it's certainly, I would say that if I was in charge of putting together, I should ask Nora Hewitt what she thinks of this shit. That'd be kind of cool. Like, or ask well, to be fair though, Damien Leone is a special effects makeup guy.
I was going to say that's his background.
That's what he does. Yeah. So
he probably did a lot of this shit.
He did. So that's probably why it looks as good as it does. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, yeah, no. So yeah, no, I don't need to you got a guy who specializes at doing it. He's the director, the writer, he's the special effects makeup guy. I mean, Damien, man, dude, like, fucking wearing many hats, and that's not fucking easy shit.
Not easy.
It's not easy, no, dude. Not. So, I just mean that when I look at it, I'm like, it looks cool. I'm like, there's nothing about it that, basically what I'm trying to say is that there's nothing about it that immediately stands out to me as quote unquote fake, if you know what I will, right? Like, where I'm like, oh, that's bad. No, I buy it. Sure. Looks good. Then again, I'm not an expert either. So, Michael Thorin sends it, but it looks good. Michael Thorin sends in 1999, says, Dave, it's cool to have watched your journey. You're a well-respected voiceover artist and filmmaker. It's me, Billy, Chapter 2 on the way. Great praise for your Freddie and DNN. Port Robinson Road going to be a hit, no doubt. Port Robinson Road, yeah. First of all, thanks, dude, for the very generous super chat. I appreciate that. I appreciate the kind words very much. Thank you. Yeah, Port Robinson Road is a dream project of mine, obviously, but that's a movie that, is probably a several $1 million production budget. That's a feature film that I've wanted to do for a couple of decades now. That's a baby of mine, a dream project, personal project. And hopefully I'll be able to do it one day. And yeah, the feedback I received for Dylan's New Nightmare was humbling and meant a lot. It meant a lot to me, especially when Miko turned to me at the rap party and said, dude, in my mind, you are Freddy Krueger. And he was serious. And that means a lot. I mean, he's the only one in the room that played opposite Robert Englund. So if he says it, it means something. And I just can't wait. I left nothing on the table, guys. Absolutely nothing. I gave it my all. I treated it as if it was an audition for the role. And I tapped into my background as a performer and as an actor to do the best that I possibly could. So hopefully you guys will be pleased. We'll see. We'll see, my man. But thanks, Michael. It was Michael, right? Yeah. Thanks, Michael, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. And that's, and that's right. Billy, Chapter 2 on the way. It is on the way. It's in development, well into development. Exciting stuff. Bruce and I were working on the script the other day. We're probably about halfway through it. So there
Does he
are
pass
they
out candy?
Oh yeah. Well, you got to pass out.
No, there's art. Yes.
See, so he loves decapitating people.
Telling you, he's all about the head.
Yeah.
It's all about getting that head.
And listen, it looks good. It doesn't stand out to me. Like, it looks good. So Damien Leone and his team on the effects, they don't stand out to me as poor.
No, I like it.
I mean, again, it's over the top and it's gratuitous, but it doesn't. It looks good. Like, it looks. It doesn't take me out of it. It looks really solid. Yeah, it looks like a dead head. That's really creepy. Movie Chat and More Part 2 sends in £5, says, recently purchased the Rocky versus Apollo punch art at the end of Rocky 3. It's weird that painting is in Balboa, considering it's part of our world. Oh, I know what you're saying. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, man. I know the painting you're talking about. I think Stallone even has one in his house. Okay, how's the mother going to be here? Is she going to be... Well, she's kind of calm. Oh, now the kids go away. She's actually not a very pleasant mom, is she?
She's got a chip on her shoulder.
She's got a chip on her shoulder, man. I think she needs to find... Yeah, she needs
to find Mary Jane. Little edibles that might mellow her out a little bit.
Yeah, I could see that.
Take the edge off.
Maybe become
friends with Vino and drink the red or the white. She could like her Chardonnay.
Or just fucking have wine every night and just decompress. And
that's it. And get laid.
Yeah, she needs to get laid. She needs to get laid.
Probably what it is.
Yeah, he does say daddy.
I don't know.
Why do they say daddy? I don't know. I don't know if I would. Does he say daddy? Am I hearing that right? I think I am. Like, I have it low.
Yeah, he's saying
daddy. I just feel that he's too old to be saying daddy.
The word daddy should be used in a different type of context and not coming out of,
Well, it's just the age, right? I think, now, to be fair, like I said, maybe it's justified in their mind because the last time they saw their father, the last reference they had of their father was when they were very young. Ooh, he just got bitch slapped. Ooh. And so therefore it's just a habit to call him daddy because that's when, but I just feel that they're too old to be calling him daddy. If they were 4 years old, call him daddy. It makes sense. Daddy makes sense. But when you're like, he's like 13, 14, something like that. I don't know how old she really is in real life, but I think she's supposed to be like, 18 or 19, 20, 21. She's in there. I think I just don't believe you'd be calling your dad daddy. even if he is not in the picture. But, whatever. It's a nitpick.
Daddy's what I would expect to hear coming out of my girl's mouth.
Mm-hmm. No, you just say dad.
No, never mind.
Hey, whoa,
never mind.
Hey, the defense. Tony just was like reeling himself back in. That's what that was about right there. Reeling himself back in. He's
got a different color tone in this. I'm noticing some orange and purple.
Rosalia Zarita, am I saying that right? Says Dave has the Charles Nelson Riley glasses. Who's Charles Nelson?
I thought she was going to say Dave's got the Charles Manson look going. I'm like, no, that'd be more me.
Charles Nelson Riley. Not that. Charles Nelson. God, you guys are going to interesting areas for comparisons. Charles Nelson Riley. I don't have his glasses. He's got horn-rimmed glasses from the 60s. These are modern, my man. Wait. Fuck. Bring that up. And then I lost my...
Ooh, what if Art was her husband?
Oh, dude, that's actually really interesting. I doubt they're going to go that route. But can you imagine if Art the Clown was actually their father? And the ghost girl,
Jonathan,
whatever her name is actually...
I am your father.
And the ghost girl, whatever her name is their sister? Ooh, bitch.
Ooh.
So I assume the mom's going to get it here now.
Kid just trashed her car.
Was it the kid or was it Art? Maybe it was Art. Trash, toilet paper, pumpkin, looked like shaving cream. Classic Halloween, shit that you would use, I guess. Is she drunk? I think she's...
She is bombed.
She's bombed.
She ain't drunk. She is bombed.
She's bombed. And she's going to have to sober up really quick, I imagine, to fight her father, Art the Clown. Oh, start the rumors now. He's the daddy. If there isn't a who's your daddy in this movie, I'll be a little disappointed, just saying. Art should write that in blood. Who's your daddy? Me. Ooh. Noah Campbell says, Dave McRae looks a lot like Dave McRae to me. I don't know. It's a hot take. I get that a lot.
Yeah, you look like that guy, Dave McRae.
Yeah, I get it a lot. I get it a lot, actually. I think people are saying that or commenting on who I look like because I'm clean shaven. I haven't been clean shaven in years, but I had to be clean shaven for the Freddy makeup, and then I just decided to keep it off. Yeah, she's bombed, and she's doing a good job of convincing me that she's bombed.
Probably drank on the job. She went full method.
Full method. She's completely inebriated.
She is totally Donald Pleasance right now.
Yeah, it actually took them 6 weeks just to shoot this scene here.
That's why it took so long.
That's right. I like the braids in her hair though on the side.
Yeah, it's cool.
That looks cool. That. Yeah, that looks cool.
Some girls can pull that look off, and she can. Some girls, I've seen it, and I'm like, nope.
Well, sometimes it depends on your features, right? Some women have bolder features, some have cuter features. She has cuter features, rounder sort of features, and I think it looks all right. Of course, it depends. It depends. Yeah, she's playing bombed very well. Chester Franklin Jr. Dave, congrats again. DNN, looking forward to the movie. Will it be on your channel or the Horror Show channel? Also, have you seen Christine in the movie theater in 1983? No, I was only 4 years old in 83.
We were 4 years old in 83.
So no, I didn't see Christine. Thank you, Chester. And it will not be on my channel. It will probably be on the Horror Show channel and maybe Womp Stomp Films channel as well. I mean, maybe it'll be on my channel. Maybe they'll give me permission to do that. But you also don't want to eat eat into each other's views. So it will likely just appear on one channel, which I imagine will be the horror channel. Yeah. Which makes sense. Does Art drive does Art drive? That's what I want to know. Or does he walk everywhere with that sack?
Art is driving Bob's van from Halloween.
It might be. It might be. We'll take your clothes up.
Terrifier and Halloween are connected.
We'll take your clothes up, and then we'll take Jonathan's clothes off. Yeah, I think I got it.
Well, there's creepy. What's her name?
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool. I like that.
I like that. I like that shot. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, the ghost girl is cool. Dakota Fanning.
Dakota Fanning, yeah. Young
she
Dakota
looks
Fanning.
a lot like a young Dakota Fanning.
She does. She really, really
she
does.
She really does. I wonder if she knows who Dakota Fanning is. Or like,
it's hard to believe
has
how
anybody
old
ever said
Dakota
anything?
Fanning is now.
Yeah, what is she
you know
like?
What I mean,
27 or something?
Closing in on 30, and just think we all like this. She was a kid when we all first saw her. I mean, she was a kid. Yeah.
She was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the last movie I saw her in recently was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Same. Yeah, she was in that.
And when I saw her, I'm like, man, I can't believe that's Dakota Fanning. That's
I know.
Crazy.
God, that mother.
Over the top. Overkill.
Sylvester Stallone, Over the Top.
Back.
That's a good movie. Yeah. We should watch that movie. Over the Top with Sly.
We should.
People be like, what the fuck? They're watching Over the Top? What? Where did that come from? Over the Top.
Yeah, this is a little over top.
Well, the mom's, I mean, the mom has been stressed through this entire movie. Daisy says,
Mom, I am shit-faced. That's what she should say.
Daisy says, Dave and Tony, have you all watched Smile yet? I haven't. Have you?
No.
Smile? I haven't seen it yet.
I'll get to it at some point.
No, not yet.
I've heard good and bad. It's kind of a mix.
Carmo 215 says, Dave, you look stunningly similar to Howard Stern.
There you go.
Of course, I do. I look like everybody. Everybody looks like me. There's a piece of everybody in the world in me. Oh, for a minute, I thought that was a crew member's shadow in the background, but it's actually her shadow. For just a second, I was like, oh, ooh, we got a Halloween crew member in the back? No. Yeah, the film has definitely, like when I watched the first, and I know I said this earlier, but it bears repeating now that we're, a long way into the film right now.
Yeah, we still got 50 minutes left.
The production budget, I mean, it's more polished. It's not as, like the look of the film, the feel of the film, the way it's playing out. I don't feel dirty watching it. Do you know what I mean? The first Terrifier kind of has that vibe. Like it's a snuff film that somebody gave to you. They open their jacket and they have like a 16 mil reel and like, psst, you want to watch a movie? And they're like, hey, take it home and watch this. And you like put it on your projector and you're sitting there watching this old movie of some girl getting hacked with a hacksaw. And like it had that vibe. And that, of course, that was part of the limitations of the budget, and that was sort of the intention and where art came from. But this movie has, it still has that independent B-movie vibe to it, but I don't feel dirty watching it. It feels, it's not mainstream, obviously, it's still very exploitative, but it feels more mainstream than,
Oh, well, definitely not the wife.
Oh, the head comes off.
Art getting that head, man. He's getting that head tonight.
Oh, woo. I was going to say that it feels just the way she stood there.
Oh, there's creepy Dakota.
That's what we should call her from now on. Creepy Dakota.
Creepy Dakota. That's her name. There you go.
Creepy Dakota. Yeah. Creepy Dakota.
Yeah, I didn't have that feeling watching Terrifier 1, but then again, I come from a different read. So
well, I'm not saying that
it doesn't bother me like in that
no,
way,
and it didn't bother me either. I'm talking about it sort of the vibe of the picture, right? It's like watching Last House on the Left, right? Or watching,
that's like, I love that movie.
I know you do. I know you do, but I'm talking about the feeling of the picture, right? The way it looks, the production value, the kind of the vibe of the picture. I Spit on Your Grave can be like another type of exploitative thing. The first Terrifier had that kind of, taboo snuff film kind of vibe to it, is what I'm saying. The look of it, the feeling. This movie, obviously higher production value. There's more going on, more story. Although it still has that independent kind of vibe, it feels more modern, more, it's not mainstream, but it feels more of that than the first one did, right? Like I don't get that snuff film necessarily when I'm watching it, only when I'm watching the gore shit, right? When the gore shit happens, then I'm reminded, oh yeah, we're in that sort of exploitative splatter kind of film. Whereas the original Terrifier kind of had that vibe all the way throughout, even when non-gory shit was happening. Ooh. That really does look like what it looks like when people shoot themselves in the face with a shotgun.
Yep.
Yeah, well done to Damien Leone, man. Like seriously, like you've done a really good job on the effect. Again, I'm not an expert, but it looks good to me.
We need to watch Last House on the Left. We so need to watch that movie. Absolutely.
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. I love this clown.
So these kinds of movies, again, because art is very silly and
all right. Well then. He's stuffing it.
It's hard. Like I'm the kind of person. Is he
going to kill the kid?
He should. I think he should die. Yeah, I don't think he's going to die, but I think he should die by his head being chopped off. There's creepy Dakota. And by the way, that's a compliment. If
that is a compliment.
The actress ever sees this, looking like a young Dakota Fanning is not a bad thing at all. Dakota Fanning was a brilliant child actress. So it's not a knock on her. It's just she has a kid. Look to her. The sword. It should be a fucking He-Man. No, is this it? Yes! Kill the child! Kill the child! Kill the child! Kill the child! Kill the child!
Come on!
Come on! Kill the child! Do it! Yes!
Did he kill him?
Probably not. Probably just sedated him. Fuck. Come on. Ooh, is he going to cut off his head with a sword? Or is he going to be interrupted because his sister's going to save the day with her angel wings?
Damn.
Oh, this guy's going to get fucking killed. I'm fucking hammered right now, bitch. That's what she should say. That's what she should say. I should say. Robert the Wolfman. Robert, my man, Robert. Shout out to Robert, DNN crew. Amazing cook, by the way, Robert. Says Dave, sounds like our D&D game. Kill the kid, save the dog. That's funny. Kill the child. Kill the child. I'm going to kill the child.
You need to have a child die in It's Me, Billy, too.
For no other reason, just a kid.
For no other reason, just to kill a kid in the movie.
That sounds so dark. I mean, known as the guy that wants kids to die. That's not true at all, by the way. That's not true. I do not want children to die. I just think that sometimes kids get a pass in horror movies because they're kids, and I get it. I get it.
Shouldn't. No, they shouldn't get a pass.
But every now and then, it's nice to see a kid just get. But how you make it justifiable and sell it to the audience is you make the kid a fucking idiot. You make the kid an asshole, like a bully. You know what I mean? And then the kid gets his due, and then nobody feels sorry for him. Or if you really want to, come on, Art, you should have chopped off his head. So this is confirmation Art can drive. Ooh.
I don't know what else to do. I can't call mommy. Okay,
Whoa! This is interesting. This is some weird supernatural. She can take on the voice. That's like some Terminator shit.
Right?
Totally wrong cue. Or wrong note. That's interesting. Does she set there's something off? Look at this guy. Chiseled jaw, handsome. He's going to get it.
Perfect features, perfect hair.
Perfect hair. Absolutely.
I hope Art really just
this guy
tears him up.
It needs to die. This guy, perfect hair, features, handsome. Get the fuck out of here.
He needs to die. He needs to die in the most gruesome way.
Yeah.
Worse than the bedroom scene, because that was nothing.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's gory. It's really gory for sure. But, you know, I don't feel. I didn't.
Yeah,
feel
it's not. I'm
not
like, oh my God.
I actually think the hacksaw scene in the first Terrifier is still.
It's worse.
Yeah. But then again, I've only seen it once, and it's been a few years. But
she kind of looks like Topanga.
Who? The blonde?
The one in the front
seat.
On the front seat? Smoking a cigarette. Yeah. She looks like a
little bit.
Daniel
See,
Fishel.
that would be an example of like somebody say, hey, that looks like Topanga. And I'd be like, well, it's the little features.
A little bit. Some features. Some facial
Right. Exactly. But I would never be like, oh, wow, you look like Topanga. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah. Okay, these two are going to die now. So Art can drive, and
there's the Halloween music again with the subtle piano in the background.
Mm-hmm.
It's from 4 and 5 is where that specific type of piano theme.
Yeah, the soundtrack's really good, and
fucking chiseled jaw bastard.
So we know that Art can drive, and we know that the creepy Dakota girl.
He learned from Michael.
But the creepy Dakota girl can actually mimic people's voices.
I know.
And she's not even there. Isn't she supposed to be dead? Like, isn't she? I don't know, man.
I haven't figured it out yet.
I don't know. I have not figured it out. The lore and the mythology they are creating is incomplete and may have to be continued for chapter 3 and or 4. Awoken Nightmare says, to be fair, you knew about the bedroom scene going in. It was pretty shocking in the theater when it just kept going. That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
You did. I didn't know shit. I just heard that it was over. I heard it was over the top gruesome and like.
Well, I heard about it, but I hadn't seen it. Like I hadn't seen it. But I had heard about it. Yeah, because you can't be connected to the horror community and not hear about it. You know, everybody's talking about it. So. But at the same time, my threshold for gore is pretty high too. I have everybody's threshold is different, right? I mean, there's stuff in, mainstream horror movies that are really tame compared to this that, depending on who you are, could make you go, oh, you know what I mean? So it all depends. It's very subjective. It's very subjective. It's very individualized.
Oh yeah, I mean that's like there's a lot of people I know who can't watch Last House on the Left. To me, right. I have no problem with it. I love the movie.
Well, but
I get why. I understand because it's a very intense movie. I get it.
Yeah. And look at those that can't even watch like Hostel and things like that, She's gearing up. The Terrifier.
The Terrifier.
I almost would just refer to him as the Terrifier. Like, not even call him Arthur. I mean, I know he's got a name, but it's like Michael Myers and the Boogeyman, but ooh, that's creepy. So where is he taking him? Okay, he's going to survive.
I know, which sucks.
Because he had the chance to kill him.
And he didn't, which sucks.
And he's using him as bait. I get it. Creepy doll.
Still should have killed him.
Ooh, sitting at a vanity mirror. It's Judith Myers. Halloween fans. Oh. Oh. Don't you like my pretty face? She should have said something like that. Okay, there's a fucking murderer on the loose, and he's getting hot and heavy.
Absolutely, because he's a fucking chiseled douchebag.
He's a douchebag. Look at him. Look at him. Yeah. Hey,
It's
babe,
like,
come on, babe.
Let's get it on,
Let's get it on, babe. All right, babe, I'm just going to be right back. I'm going to go take a giant shit. Nothing is more attractive than hearing a guy go, I'll be right back. I'm just going to go take a shit.
Those damn enchiladas.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, baby. 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 Oh, man. Yeah, let's do some cocaine. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's good stuff. Don't you like it?
The only thing I've ever done outside of Mary Jane is I tried acid once. That was interesting.
I like that's cool.
And I did ecstasy once as well too, at a Dave Matthews concert. That was an interesting night as well too. That's it. I've never really done much beyond that.
So now, okay, I'm confused. Where is this fun house that she's gone into? It's in the middle of nowhere. I'm not saying it hasn't been explained. I'm just saying I might have missed it.
We probably missed it.
Where did she, like, where has she gone? People in the chat room, if you've seen the movie and you already know, where is she? I mean, she's obviously gone to a location because she wants to get her brother, right? I think.
Something like that.
Something like that. I don't know. Yeah, the guy's like, fuck, man. Babe, my dick's hard. Let's go. I have to go pee-pee. Did he just say I have to go pee-pee? Pee-pee? What is this? Pee-pee daddy? He should have just said, I got to go doo-doo. I got to go doo-doo, man. Stuntman says, at an amusement park, she's inside the Terrifier. Right. I got that because I saw the outside, the Terrifier inside the whole. Right. Okay, so she's at an amusement park. Like a amusement park that's closed, obviously, I think. Travis, Dave singing that for 48 hours straight. Can you imagine? Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Hey, man, if somebody wants to give me, like, you know, I'll do it for, like, I don't know, $500,000. Ooh, baby. Ooh. No, that'd be tough. That'd be tough for any amount of money. You have to give that to David Blaine. That's David Blaine shit. Okay, so his dick obviously is going to get, like, chopped off or something. Urine. Just the tip.
Just the tip.
So, okay, he's going to get the tip of his dick chopped off. Oh! Men everywhere are like,
fuck yeah. Douchebag deserved it.
Of course he did. Absolutely did. Yeah, just keep going. Right in the nards. Right in the nards. She's just going to take off and leave him. Well, he's a douche.
Thank you, Art.
No, but she's going to get it too. There's no way that she's going to survive. Ooh, he should like pull out his dick and like, yeah!
He can't have any kids.
No, he can't.
He's done.
He can't.
Art's got some strength, man.
He does. I'm telling you, he's jacked under that suit. He's jacked.
I mean, he should straight up punch that window out like it was nothing.
Nope. He doesn't give a fuck. Now is he gonna like? Oh, he's not gonna put that in her vajayjay. Oh, nice kick to the face. Give that woman some agency. So Art can be, you know,
He can be paused, not
Well,
stopped.
this is what I want to know, and I'm curious. Okay, he can't be stopped as far as we know, but if somebody was to actually go up against Art the Clown and take him on, I mean, like, are we entering an era where it's kind of like a Chucky situation where it's like, why doesn't somebody just kick the fuck out of Chucky? Like, it's a fucking doll. Take him and like shake him and hit his head against the... With Art, obviously he's not a doll, he's bigger, but I question whether they're ever going to address sort of the
mythology or
they're trying to build it right now, but sure. It's like, you know, with Freddy and Jason and Michael, I'm scared of them. Like, there's a real fear. There's a real with Art. I'm not saying he doesn't have scary qualities, but so far, because of the way he's presented, I almost feel like if I saw him and I knew who he was and I knew what he was capable of and I knew what he was going to do, I would just fucking get a fucking baseball bat and start beating the shit out of him. Can he overcome me doing that? That's what I want to know. Can he overcome me attempting to try and do that? You know, can he overcome some big guy? Because so far
he got shot in the head.
He did. That's right. He did. And then he came back.
No, he shot himself in the head. Wait.
Oh, did he shoot himself in the head?
I can't remember. Does she shoot him or does he shoot himself in the head at the end of Terrifier?
I can't remember. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Like what is, like, so far all the kills have been, and I'm not saying they're not great, but I think about this, right? I'm like, okay, so what's the resistance? What's Art's threshold for resistance for people who fight back? Now, obviously this girl is going to fight him. We know that. We see it in the trailers. So I'll be very curious to see how all of, like, you know, her character is what, like, you know, 5'3", 110 pounds, you know, whatever, to see how is she going to match up against Art? And does the magic sword come into play? Is it because of the sword that really gives her the advantage? Is it the angel wings? Like, how strong is Art? That's what I want to know.
Invincible.
We shall see.
Oh.
Ooh. Look at all the blood. The blood and the mayhem. Stuntman says he shot himself. Okay, cool.
6 times. He shot himself.
6 times.
6 times.
Yeah. But that's important, you know, for characters, because we know, like, I believe when Jason takes on guys, I believe that, well, these guys don't stand a chance. It's Jason. He's like, you know, 6'8" and 300 pounds. But with Art, I'm like, what are his limits? What are his threshold? If you know, he attacks, like, there's a lot of damsels in distress. And I'm just like, I want to see, and like I said, I think we're about to as well, because we know that Sienna fights back. But that's just something that, and maybe that'll be explored more in the next one. I don't know. What is that?
Acid.
Ooh. That's brutal. Ooh, the bubbling and everything. That's cool.
Well, I can tell you.
Beating
Art's
her down.
taking some serious swings at her.
Yep.
Art just went full Barry Bonds on this chick.
Yep. And he's right-handed too. He swings right. Oh, the explosion of the kneecaps. Oh, blood.
Yeah, she dead.
Yep. Oh yeah. Now you can tell.
That was me this morning with my sledgehammer. I'm getting my sledgehammer workout
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Taking out the heart or the
liver? I mean, he's looking for something.
He's pulling her open. There's the heart.
Oh,
Still beating.
The heart.
Oh, I was wondering when he was going to start cannibalizing his victims.
That was a little Friday the 13th.
I dig the animatronics that are in the like the space, whatever I'm trying to say. They're cool.
Funhouse.
Yeah.
Terrifier Land.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. They're cool. I think we're about to see our first meeting between Sienna, this version of Sienna. Oh, you see, and this is her motivation, right? Now she's getting angry. She's like, oh, this is the motivation she needs. She needs this motivation. She needs this
His
motivation.
mouth has got to be sore after making these movies from just smiling all
That's
the time.
what I'm talking about. That's what I mean.
I know he has prosthetics because I've seen him getting put into
he does, but his mouth isn't in a fixed position like that.
Correct.
Like he actually can frown and all that kind of stuff because he has to have that.
Yeah, he's got his jaw's got to be hurting.
He smiles a lot. This is it. Vader and Skywalker. Skywalker and Vader.
I've been waiting for you.
I've been waiting for you. Jonathan. Ooh, the distraction. Hit him! Hit him! He's not looking. There you go. There you go. Oh. I still hope this kid dies, but I doubt he's going to.
Me too. But yeah, you're right. He's probably not going to die.
No, he's not going to die. If he dies, I want it to be in epic fashion like his mother died. I actually think that's my favorite kill of the movie. Is the mom.
The headshot?
Yep. I think it is so far. There's something about it that's just so like,
Ooh.
you know, fight back. Come on, channel your inner Sylvester Stallone.
Get up.
It's not how hard you get hit. Sorry, it's not about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. About how much you can take and keep moving forward. Oh, come on, Sienna. Come on.
I think she's out. I think she's out.
Get up. She needs a Mickey in her corner. Come on, Rock. Come on, Sienna. Get up. Fight. Fight.
Yeah, the only version of Michael that really I would be afraid of would be the first version of Michael. Because I wouldn't expect that type of strength from a guy that big who really isn't that big. But when you get later into the series, when he gets bigger, then yeah, I mean, I'm only scared of the size difference because a guy who's, like the size of Tyler Mane, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm like, yeah, of course you're going to whoop my ass.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. I don't know,
man. Art's pretty fucking intense. He's intense. He's in.
The kills are intense for sure. For sure. I just don't know what his threshold is yet. I don't know because I don't think he's faced any real resistance. And that's what it's like a fighter that hasn't really fought any contenders.
I don't know if I want to see all that. I hope whatever Damien decides to do, we don't know. We don't know yet what's about to happen.
We don't need to see it. It can,
right.
You're right. But that can be told to us through just knowledge, just like, what he's capable of. So all we need to know is what is Art capable of when fighting men as well. Right? Because when you look at Freddy or Jason or Michael, men and women equally fear them. Right? And it's not because we need to see toe-to-toe battles. It's just it's rooted in their character and their mythology and the history and who they are and all that kind of stuff. With Art, there's still a lot of questions. So we see him fighting a lot of women, obviously, and that's just usually par for the course in horror movies. I get it. But I'm curious to know, like, what's the threshold? What's his true capabilities? Because I don't want to feel like I do about Art, like I do about Chucky, where I'm just like, it's a doll. And I just think we should just pick up the doll and like throw him over the river. I would literally take the doll, smash his head, unscrew it, throw it off the CN Tower or something. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. I'm not saying, it all depends on how you write these things, right? Yeah. Kill him right now. Come on. Kill the child. Yes. Yeah. Oh, come on. You can do better than that. Yeah. Stab him in the back. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Come on, you can do better than that. He's toying with him. He loves it. Yeah. Boo-hoo-hoo. Art is very self-indulgent. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Oh, here it comes.
Gotta finish the job, Art.
Here it comes. Come on. Sienna is pissed. And boom. Oh, he took that like a champ. Okay. She got one in. Ooh.
That's gonna hurt.
That's gonna leave a mark.
That's gonna suck for a few days.
Yeah. Ooh. I think you should just leave that in the back of his head, and then we have to see Art trying to
that'd be
navigate
awesome.
down
Are you
hallways.
kidding me?
And he's trying to like navigate through doorways, and he keeps hitting the bat and stuff, and he's trying to go through sideways and stuff.
Right.
That'd be funny.
Oh, did she get a fatal wound or a flesh wound?
I don't think so. I don't think it can't be fatal. I think she survives, right? Ah, you should have killed the child. Kill the child. You were right. You were right about it.
You were right all along.
Yep.
I should have listened to you.
About what?
They used me to get you here. They need you in this place for a reason.
Why are you saying that?
It's what Daddy saw. Yeah, stop, Daddy. It's what your pimp saw? What?
I know, right?
It's what Big Daddy
I'm never
Dad
gonna have
saw.
my girl ever call me daddy again. Damn.
Like I said, it's only because of their age. If he was 3 years old, I'd be like, yeah, of course you'd call your dad Daddy. But he's like 14.
Where's the sword of magic?
Yeah, where's the fucking He-Man sword?
I want to hear her say, "I have the power."
Oh, dude, she should take that thing out of her, and
go
the bat, and go, shh, and go, by the power of Terrifier, I have the power, or by the power of whatever the name of the town is. That'd be better. Or by the power of Daddy. No.
I want to know where this fun park is because this is a pretty cool place that I would love to visit.
It could all just be set decked, like it just could be.
Sure, yeah, I know.
Sets, and they just dressed it, but they got a lot of animatronics in that. Looks like the Emperor there.
I have a feeling it's an actual park because remember, this is a $250,000 budget, and that's a big set that they would be on. So I
don't know. I don't know.
Blink 182's new song was at a kind of an abandoned, not an abandoned fun park, but kind of a creepy fun park. The music video was filmed there at. So it could be one of those like Halloween amusement parks that was, that's just kind of sitting idle and they used it.
Could have been.
For Terrifier. Because this just seems like a lot for a $250,000 budget.
Well, who knows what was donated or
I get it.
Who they knew. But I get you. Awoken Nightmare says, Dave, were you the guy in Halloween 5 who threw the brick through the window exclaiming the evil child must die? Yes. That was me.
That was totally Dave.
That's why I underlined evil or child.
Kill him.
Oh, here it is.
There you go. There we go.
Yes, kill the child.
Whip that little boy.
Jonathan is getting fucking the shit kicked. Come on, Art. He pulls no punches for the fucking mom. Oh, Laurie Strode that shit. Oh, yes. Ooh. Art is showing the fuck. Yeah, what are you going to do now? Oh, right over.
The little look backs he does.
I know.
Oh, come on, kill the kid. Stop toying with him.
Stop toying with him and chop off his head. You don't need him anymore, I don't think, because she's there. So what do you need him now for? She's getting abrasions like crazy. And he's loving it. This, without context, would look like a completely different movie right now.
Oh, it would look like mine and my girl's Friday night.
It would be like, what is going on? What is happening? Come on, Sienna. Come on. Oh! Come on, Rock. Come on, Rock. Get up. Get up and fight. That's right. Show him you're not afraid. Show him you're not. That's right. Fight back. Fight back. See, this is it, man. See, I want to know, is Art the Clown a little bitch when he faces resistance? Or is he going to fucking, you know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously, every villain's got to, get beat, quote unquote, at some point. But you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Well, she's doing a number on him. It's hard to tell, though. Is he hurt? Ooh.
I don't know. Oh, I thought she was going for the fire extinguisher. Is she? No, she's going to electrocute him. That's the way to do it. See, Jonathan's still alive. That's unfortunate. Poor kid's probably like, oh.
right through the noggin. And there's still 20 minutes left.
Holy shit.
I know. Like,
this is a long movie.
Well, you know, they had that big gap in between Terrifier and this, so I get it that he wants to make up for.
Well, and he's not under the restraints of a studio. He wants to do whatever he wants to do. Oh, Jonathan coming in.
Not doing much.
No.
Jonathan, you're a waste of air.
Wait a minute. He sees something. It's the gun. It's the gun. Why would he still have that gun? Isn't that the gun that he shot himself in the head in the first movie? I can't remember.
Shot his mom with.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I thought it was a shotgun. Oh, it is a shotgun. Like a mini, like a sawed-off shotgun or something, maybe. Here it comes, right in the head. Jonathan's getting his revenge. Jonathan's revenge right here. This is Jonathan's revenge. Here it is. Pull the trigger, Jonathan. Be a man for daddy.
What the hell is he doing?
Oh!
Gut shot.
Listen, daddy would be proud.
It's a gut shot.
I know. I think it should have been.
It's a flesh wound.
It's true.
Walk it off, Art. Walk it off.
It's true. Come on, Art. Get up. Art, it's not about how hard you get hit. It's about, or how hard you hit. No, actually, for Art, it's the other way around. It's not about how hard you get hit. It's about how hard you can hit and keep moving forward. It's the opposite for Art the Clown. Please don't leave me. Sienna, baby, wake up. Baby?
No, this is...
Oh, it's her mom, right.
Mom.
Yeah, Now, okay, now wait. Is the mom going to redeem herself here? And is going to be a moment? Obviously, this isn't really happening unless Art can actually shapeshift now. But she's having this, it's like a dream, right? A memory. Her mom has come to her from the other side and is giving her the strength to get up and to keep living. It's her mom's goodbye. I get it. That's yeah.
Or it's Art fucking with her.
Or it's shape-shifting Art. Or it's the creepy Dakota girl.
Oh, that too. Good call. I didn't think of that.
This is the first time I've actually seen her mother compassionate, nurturing, caring, like a mom. Or is it mom? Wait. It's not mommy. Yeah, we saw that was probably happening. It ain't I'm not your mother now. Your mother's dead.
I thought she gets him with the sword. I thought I saw that in the trailer.
I think there's a sword thing that happens, yeah. I think because she's got to get the sword. They got to get the magic He-Man sword from somewhere.
Yeah, because there's 20 minutes still left.
He-Man. Sienna.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the gore goes, I think people overhype the gore. I mean, it's fine.
It's a very gory movie for sure.
I mean, yes, for the most average person, yeah, I can understand that. But like,
yes.
Oh, did he kill him?
Oh, come on!
Did he kill him?
Did he kill him? His head should be chopped off. Oh, it's not affecting him. He's just standing there laughing. Ha 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 ha, bitch. Yes. No, is he gonna wake up?
Is he dead?
No, he's not dead. She has to, well, it depends on how they want to take it into the next film. Do you want a girl who's lost everything in her life, her mom, her friends, and her brother? Or do you want to give her brother to take into the next film as a bond that they both survive this horrific thing? Ooh, she's ready. She's ready to die. She's ready to fucking leave it all out there. Oh no.
I will say this is definitely the one of the longest fights between a final girl and the killer. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's a lot better than
most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need to say it, but what I'm talking about.
I will say this.
A little recent movie that happened here.
A recent movie that we watched about a month ago could have taken a few notes from this.
Yeah.
on an epic. This is the epic fight that I was hoping for. That I'm getting in Terrifier.
Yeah,
too.
can you imagine? Can you imagine if at the end of Halloween Ends there was a 20-minute battle? But now, I don't know. Again, to be fair, obviously, it's a bit different in terms of I get it, but it didn't need to be 20 minutes long. But it would have been nice if the Halloween Ends epic battle was a little longer. A little more involved. Maybe take it from the kitchen to the living room or something. I don't know. Take it upstairs.
I don't know. Take it outside onto the streets.
Yeah, like something.
Get a little Rocky 5 with it,
something, Something.
Something. Not this 90-second, whatever.
Well, if they didn't spend so much time talking about Corey, they could have done that.
So that's right.
There's still a scene where she's like in some sort of water tank too. I remember seeing that in the trailer. So this is probably about to happen here. Yeah, the juxtaposition of this, I mean, she's... Oh, that's right. That's right. Yes, you're dead.
You die tonight.
You die tonight, bitch. Do you know who I am? Should probably fall backwards. Yep. Down to hell where you belong. Did he? Oh, I thought, is that the sword?
That's the sword.
That's the sword. So he used it's like using your own lightsaber or Vader's own lightsaber or something.
So he drops the sword.
Drops the sword, so planting it for her to come and get it again.
Exactly.
And he's just going to leave. Is her hand going to come up and like... Tsh, tsh. Now kill the kid, fuck. Somebody kill Jonathan. Can we get somebody in here to kill Jonathan, please?
Right. Can we get someone in here to do the job right?
Can we get somebody in here to kill Jonathan? No, I suspect that he'll survive and they'll both go on to the next movie. Of course, with kids though, kids age really fast. And that kid, even during the press tours that I've seen, he looks older now. So
well, he's at that age. He's growing.
Yeah. Yeah. They're going to have to jump like, 30 years. Oh, yeah. See, there's that tank. What is this, like the Bacta tank? Like in...
I don't know, but she looks like she's healed now. Well,
yeah. Well, she's in the fucking that tank, like in Star Wars. She's all healed.
The Bacta tank.
That's it.
It's it.
She's in the Bacta tank. Totally. Well, to be fair, it would make sense that maybe some of the blood's rubbed off because she's in the water. I saw the cut on her arm there, so it's still there. Ooh. So she's back in the world. That's interesting. Very surreal. Back in that world. Come on, just kill him.
Art's getting pissed. Like, what the fuck, kid? You're not that dead.
I know.
Wake up.
He likes to play with his victims. He likes to taunt them and play with them before. It's no fun. It's no fun for Art to kill. I get that's it. Right. Yeah. Right. He wants to see them. He gets joy
and suffer some more.
Right. Yeah, he gets that joy in seeing that. I love the banjo girl who's on fire. Come on, Sienna. Come on. You can do it. No. She's...
So now she's going to drown to death?
She's going to drown, and then something's going to bring her back. It's going to be Daddy. It's going to be Daddy. No, Daddy's going to bring her back.
Wasn't all the flesh wounds that Art gave her. It's now the drowning.
Right.
I'm so confused.
No. It's the... Daddy's going to bring her back. I wonder if she will see like a vision of her father or something.
Maybe. Like now she's going to go to heaven.
Sienna, it's Daddy. I need you to remember, Sienna. You're the only one that can face Art. You have the strength within you to defeat the evil clown. You can do it and save your brother. Even though your brother should be dead. I never liked your brother. Oh, what's he doing?
He's eating his hand.
Okay. Confirmed Art is a cannibal. Maybe that was confirmed in the first movie. Of course, we did see him eating in this movie too. Frank says she gets saved by the dad from Friday the 13th 7. That'd be funny. There's the sword. Come on. Oh, bitch.
So now it's
shit
the magic
just got
sword.
real. Oh, so what the fuck is happening here? Wait, was that,
We're definitely getting into fantasy land now.
Did her navel just fucking glow?
I think it did.
Was her cut that glowed or something?
I think Oliver is glowing.
Oliver is glowing. Jonathan's still getting eaten by Art.
I'm not sure what's going on here, but okay.
Yeah. It's just the power of the sword, I guess. It's the power of the sword that is, okay. Yeah, the movie has a very 80s vibe to it. Like
Sure.
80s horror, with some of the effects and things like that, which is a good, that's like, I say that as a positive. It's a good thing. Yes, I know she's the chosen one. I know that. Rick, yep. Yeah, I said that like very early on in the movie. Oh, yeah, there she is to save her brother. Even though her brother should be dead. She's got the sword. She's fucking She-Ra. Oh, yeah. She's not fucking taking it anymore. Come on. Yes!
Ooh,
Give back some pain to
genie
Art.
From Friday the 13th.
Ooh, a little bit of Ginny.
Little bit of Ginny.
Here it comes. She's not fucking holding anything now. Oh!
Ooh.
That was a nice effect to do that. Oh! The jugular has been cut! The jugular has been cut! The jugular is cut. Art, you are no match for Sienna. She's going to have like an Arnold one-liner here before she does the final blow. Nope. She's going to Michael Myers, Laurie Strode, H2O this shit. It's a good thing we know that's actually the ambulance driver. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, there it is.
There you go.
There it is. Look at those eyes. Yeah, fuck.
They're saying make sure to watch to the end credits. All right, fair enough.
Yes, I heard there was an end credits.
Post credit scene.
Yeah,
Damn, there's still 10 minutes left.
Well, some of that could be credits.
True.
Usually TRT includes credits, total runtime. She came back. She fought. She used the... Does that sword have a name? Maybe I missed it. I'm not sure.
So it's hard to like categorize this movie now. Is it more fantasy sci-fi slasher or what?
I don't know.
I don't know, because it went from being a slasher to now like it's like fantasy with the sword and shit, and she's healed, and I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with that.
Yeah, it's a oh, there's the creepy Dakota.
Like up until this point, I liked it. I'm a little on the fence with how that unfolded. I'm not sure if I like that too much.
I think creepy Dakota should just take over.
I agree.
Ooh, she becomes the new Art. See, the evil essence is being passed to her right now. Well, she's already evil. She doesn't need anything passed to her, but kill the girl. Come on. Oh, the eyes. That's her uncle. That's her dad right there. That's her daddy.
Papa.
It's her papa. It's her papa.
Papa.
Papa. Yeah. Well, we can discuss it after for a moment.
Yeah.
When we're, but. BPO 75. Dave kind of looks like Oprah Winfrey. Yeah, I've got that too. I've got that too. Totally.
Can I have $1 million?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'll send you an e-transfer later.
If you got Oprah money, man, that's nothing.
Oh yeah, I'll just send you a bank transfer after the show.
Dave looking like Harpo.
Harpo, isn't that her production company? I think it is.
Yeah, because I think it's her name spelled backwards.
Oh, I didn't get that.
Oh, you never? Oh yeah, I think Harpo.
Yeah, I didn't get that. That's funny. I never made that connection. Okay, there's the cat. Okay, so it just kind of ends. They've both survived. You want to both?
Yeah,
you want to fast forward to the.
We can fast forward to the.
Okay, one sec here. Okay,
hold on, shit.
Oh, hang on. Maybe it's a mid-credit scene. Oh, hang on. It might be mid-credit. Hang on.
Is it just a mid-credit scene, guys, or is there an end credit scene too?
It might be after. Well, the credits might not be that long. I'm not sure. Hang on.
All right. I'm not quite there yet.
Okay, wait a second. No, I think it's after. Okay, so go to 2:11:20.
I'm almost there. I'm like 5 seconds away.
All right. Let me know when you're there.
Okay, I paused it. I'm at 2:11:20. Ready?
Okay, go.
There's two scenes, they said. There's two credit scenes. All right.
Okay. All right. And go.
And we're at Smith Groves.
Yeah, Smith Grove Sanitarium. Psychiatric hospital established 1951.
And the girl's puking it up.
I would have made it older, like 1886 or something. Oh yeah, this is the Chris Jericho scene. Does the nurse get stabbed in the back and lifted up? Y2J or whatever.
Y2J.
Chris Jericho. Why do they? I wonder why they got Chris Jericho to fill this role. Seems so random.
It's all right.
No, it is. Totally. Maybe he's buddies with one of the crew members or something. Just seems kind of funny.
What the hell is she drawing on the fucking wall, man?
I just never would have been like, hey, who should we get for this? Chris Jericho. That's funny. Oh, she's drawing. Ooh, I sense. Oh, she's going. Ooh, she's all right. We're going there. We're having a Carrie moment in the shower.
A little bit.
Of course, it's much more extreme.
Way more extreme.
Okay. Oh, it's that
words,
girl.
Some choice words we can't say.
But it's the girl from the first movie.
Yeah, no, like the C word. You can't really say that.
No, you can't say that. But you can write it.
Oh, she's pregnant. Vicky and Art.
She's pregnant with Art the Clown. She's having Art's baby. Art is being reborn. Yeah, we're getting into very like
sci-fi.
Well, it's gone from being. Well, we talk about it in a moment when all this is done. I want to see Chris Jericho like slam somebody. I want to see Chris Jericho go up against Art the Clown, and that'd be funny. Yeah, the effects look good. Like, seriously. Again, I'm no expert, but they look good to me. Great job, Damien. And the lighting helps too. The way they lit that shot with her face and the eye and stuff. It looks good. I like that.
Still sticking with that orange and blue teal color.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. It's been very consistent through the whole film. And it should be. The raindrops. Ooh, I like that shot. a creepy, deserted basement floor of the psychiatric ward during a thunderstorm on Halloween. I wonder if Michael Myers is going to show up. All right, let's see this baby art. It's going to be a little baby with a gigantic head.
And a big ass smile.
And a big ass smile. That's what I'm imagining. I'm imagining a baby's body with Art's head and him smiling.
Well, there it is. Yeah, pretty much.
So that's what she had. He's back. That's just... yeah, I don't know how to feel about this.
I don't know either.
It's strange. I'm not saying it's not good.
I'm not saying it's not bad, but it definitely...
It's taken... Okay, so there's another credit scene, people are saying?
There's another... Oh, crap.
Is there? I don't know.
Is there? I hit the close button by mistake.
Let me keep going here and see. People said there were two. Crew, yeah. Oh, I like the different colors of the font. Oh, there's their Indiegogo backers. Look at all those backers. Jesus.
Yeah. A lot of people.
Oh, kind of looks similar to...
No, it looks like there's only just the one.
It's just the one? Okay.
I only see one. Do you see another one?
No, it's just one. I thought somebody said there were two.
That's what I thought so too. But...
Okay, no, that's it. Okay, so that, ladies and gentlemen, was Terrifier 2. Shout out again, shout out to the cast and the crew of Terrifier 2. Like, guys, seriously, you know, as I said at the top of the show, this type of horror movie is not my kind of horror, but I appreciate the hustle and I appreciate what you guys have done.
Everything they did.
100%, man. I mean, to do what you guys have done, the success you guys have had, it couldn't have happened to a better bunch of people, you know, sure. and it, you know, to see it, like, it must be very surreal. Speaking of surreal, it must be very surreal for them. But I'm curious. I'm curious to see where they're going to take it and what they're going to do. But Tony, before we jump into that, your thoughts on Terrifier 2.
Man, I loved it up until the end. I really did.
Okay.
I'm not totally sold on the ending. You know, because I up until, but then again, you know, I need to go back and rewatch All Hallows Eve again because, you know, in Terrifier, Art is presented, which is the movie everyone, you know, goes to, is the first Terrifier. I need to go rewatch the first one, All Hallows Eve again, because in the first Terrifier, he's presented as more of a slasher villain.
Right.
And then this got very sci-fi at the end of the film.
Well, got fantasy.
Fantasies. Yeah. Thank you.
Fantasy.
Fantasy.
Yeah.
Which took me right out of it. I mean, honestly, it, like, I was like, this is kind of cheesy. Like, honestly, it really was like,
okay,
like not the way I would have gone with the ending. But in All Hallows Eve, I think there is a bit of that fantasy type essence to Art's character. I have to go rewatch that again. It's been a minute since I watched it, and but yeah, other than that, I mean, I understand why people had the issues they had with it, but nothing that I'm like, you know, because everyone's gonna be like, dude, you don't understand. You're gonna be like throwing up, and you're gonna be like feeling all not like, no, like not once. I, like you said, I commend what Damien did for the effects and everything, and directing and writing. Like that's fucking guerrilla work, man. And the fact that you know, this movie's made close to $10 million,
over 10 million on a 200, and that's over 10 million on, and that's without marketing and just word of mouth and
very limited release, like meaning like it's playing in next to no theaters. Okay, when I say that, in comparisons to like Halloween Ends. Okay,
well, sure. I think it reached a total of like 1,100 theaters at its peak, but that was like right at the end of its run or maybe it was 1,500. Might have been 1,500 actually, right at the end of its run. But you compare that to major Hollywood releases, which are in like 3,500,
like
4,000.
Halloween Ends, right? You
right.
know, so you got to respect what they did. The kills were fucking awesome. They were Art the Clown, style, what I would expect. But yeah, like, I don't know, like that whole tank scene and the sword calling to her, I was just like, really? Like that's what you want to do? Okay. Like, it's your movie, dude. I probably would have thought about it more. I would have kept it more within the slasher. I would have found more of a creative way to keep the character alive, that she uses the sword as her tool to give the final, blows to Art, of what we know, in the movie. Probably wouldn't have decapitated him. I would have killed him enough to where you think he's dead, but like in Terrifier, when he shoots his fucking head out and then he comes back, in the mortuary there, because you do see that at the end of the first Terrifier.
Yep.
So that's what I would have done with this. Yeah, like, I was loving it, really enjoying it, having fun with it. Glad I added it to my collection, and now I'm like, I wish I had rented it, because the ending doesn't land for me. What about you? I mean, I know this is not your cup of tea,
right?
So
right.
don't.
But I'm looking at it. But I'm looking at it through. But I don't. You see, I always watch movies. I always do the best. Well, I try to anyway. I do the best I can to watch movies within their context, right? Whether I'm watching an old movie that's dated, or whether I'm watching a genre or a subgenre that isn't really my cup of tea. I don't. Like, I would never put on, Terrifier and go, well, this fucking, well, what the hell do I expect? Right. I know the movie I'm putting on. Why would I complain about it, right? That it's not, the kind of movie that I would generally watch. And it's not. People know that. If you follow me for any length of time, the exploitation, splatter, gratuitous gore and all that kind of stuff, it has its place. It's been around for decades, right? Terrifier has their following and their fans, and I sincerely think it's awesome. And I can appreciate watching a Terrifier or a Terrifier 2 on certain levels. I mean, there's certain things I'm like, oh, I kind of like that. Ooh, I like that shot. Ooh, I really like that moment. But overall, it's not a movie I would go out to make, or that I would have in my Rolodex that I'm watching. It's just because some people like certain genres over others, right? I'm more of that psychological mood atmosphere kind of guy. But
Matt, not to interrupt you, but Matt Ferreras just said something that I agree with, which is why I'm not totally sandbagging the ending, but he said the movie worked for me, and I think more people will appreciate it when we get the full package. I think that's what we're missing, is whatever Damien's going to do here in these next two chapters might tie everything together, so that when I watch 2 again, I'm like, oh,
possibly. Yeah, possibly. Yeah. And that's, I think for me, what it is it's the tonal shift. So, and again, to be fair, if Damien has ideas for 3 and 4, or one big 3 that he's going to cut into 2 parts, or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
Right. That will hopefully give you more context, answer a lot of the questions that were not answered in this film, right? They've set up a lot of stuff. But I think that's primarily because the first Terrifier was really a proof of concept in many ways. Mm-hmm. And then it's almost like Terrifier 2, not really, but it's almost like you're starting again from a certain point of view, right? Like, now you have more money, you got a bigger budget, so now you can dive into those backstories and start to build that mythology and that lore that you didn't have in Terrifier. And so, but Terrifier had a very, like I said, a very specific feel to it, very underground, niche, old school, like 70s, I Spit on Your Grave.
Vibe, yeah.
But it felt like a dirty snuff film, you know what I mean? And that kind of stuff. And although art was art, doing his thing and stuff, that the whole picture felt just dark and a lot of that could be intentional. A lot of that could be budgetary, could be the color grading, what they shot on. I have no idea, but there definitely was a definite indie, and I say this in a positive way, but like a low budget indie dark horror movie that you find at the back of the video store in the dark corner, or that is playing at the local cinema in one town in 1972. It's a double feature with Last House on the Left, or like, that's what I'm talking about, right? Now you go to Terrifier 2 and there's a massive tonal shift. And so now it still has that independent vibe, but it feels overall a little more mainstream, right? A little more, it's more polished, right? It feels like they had a little bit of a bigger budget, and it feels more polished, not polished like, oh, I'm watching, a Blumhouse pick and it's a $5 million movie. No, it feels like a low budget indie film, but it feels, the shots I think are better crafted. The lighting is better. There's more camera angles. We have some nice camera movement. So I don't know if they used, they used some dolly and some track, or if they just used a Ronin or what, but there's definitely, there's more of a bigger budget feel. And then you add, the fantasy angle, because now they're getting into the lore and things like that. I don't know. Like for me, I think that's what it is. I don't know how to feel about, I don't find it scary at all. And I'm not necessarily saying that their intention was to make it scary. I don't think Damien Leone would be like, oh, you don't find it scary? Damn, our whole goal was to make Art and Terrifier 2 very scary. No, I don't think
it's shock. It's total.
Exactly.
It's shock value. Yeah.
100%. I don't think that's the intention at all. But I think for me with Art, I look at Art and I go, I think there's he's a quirky character and I get it, but it's all shock, right? It's all that shock and blood and guts, and there's an audience for it. I'm just not that audience, and generally speaking, but I can watch a movie like this, and I'm telling you, as an indie filmmaker myself, I appreciate the hustle, man. And I mean, shooting a movie, getting shut down by the pandemic, trying to get everybody back together again. The special effects that they've done are great. It's a solid job, in terms of what they were able to do and put together. For me, like I said, in terms of, is it a movie that I can get excited about? And well, it's just not my kind of horror movie. Like there are many horror movies that are not your kind of horror movie. Like maybe you're not into films like Hereditary, or I don't mean you,
I know.
But the audience, right? There are some people that are like, oh, I don't want fucking elevated horror. Watch it. Totally fine, right? There's an audience for that. Some people are into this kind of stuff. I can appreciate it on a certain level, but I'll never be able to go all the way because it's just not a movie that I'm just into. Sure. But I think
I would say right now it's solidly in my top 3 favorite horror movies of the year, probably resting in that third spot. I'm still torn between X and Pearl, which I know people, like you just said, a lot of people didn't like X. A lot of people didn't like Pearl.
I thought X was okay.
It landed for me. I thought I'm still kind of torn between the two,
right,
of which one I like better. I'm kind of leaning more towards Pearl a little bit. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. This is not everyone's cup of tea. And
I think, sorry, I just wanted to add, I think for me, because the tonal shift is like a 180, I mean, not completely 180, there's still the, gratuitous score, but I think because Terrifier felt very serious. I mean, yes, you had Art the Clown that was doing his stuff, like I said, but overall, like I said, there was that dark, dirty kind of serious tone. This felt very, very tongue-in-cheek, very tongue-in-cheek, very wink. And like I said, don't come at me and say, well, that's the point. I get that's the point. And that's the point I'm making, is that I watch this and I just laugh and I giggle but it's not, you know what I mean? Like it's not my kind of horror movie overall.
Sure.
But I do not want my words taken out of context, because this is the internet and I've had people try to take my words out of context.
Oh, they always will.
They always will. I am so proud of the guys that made this movie, because for the kind of movie it is, for the kind of movie it's supposed to be, they knocked it out of the park. They did. It's not supposed to be a theater of the mind. It's supposed to be this movie. And for that movie, they knocked it out of the park. It's just not my kind of movie generally, right? So So I don't want people to, oh, Dave hates. I don't fucking hate it at all. You know, don't spin my words and say that, because it's not true. I think the guys have done a terrific job. I'm so proud of them and their success and what they've been able to achieve. I think it's amazing. But I just know that people have DM'd me in that, you got to watch Terrifier. You're going to love it. 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 And I just want people to understand, maybe you don't know me that well. Maybe you're new to my channel. Please understand that when it comes to horror movies, for me, this kind of horror movie, which is great for what it is not generally my kind of horror movie. So if I don't seem overly excited or praising, it's just because I can only like it to a certain degree, you know, because it's just.
Did we like it more than Halloween Ends? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. It's definitely I'll tell you this, the actress that played Sienna,
she's the final girl of the year.
She's great.
Final girl of the year. Absolutely.
She's great. She's fucking great. If she's watching this, you're fucking amazing. You're great.
She's
and
definitely
David Howard Thornton,
yeah.
I think, did a terrific job as Art. You know, he's supposed to be this guy. He did it. He's great. He's great. And Damien, again, the effects, amazing. Again, I'm not an expert in effects, but they look good to me. You know, if I was able to achieve that, I'd be pretty happy. You know, in terms of the quality of the effects, I guess. But again, I'm not an expert. Maybe there's things that I'm not taking into account. I don't know. But yeah, do I like the movie? I mean, I did. You know, I had fun. Yeah, I liked it because I'm able to watch it for what it is for me. Sure. Right. So I liked it, but I don't know if I like it better than Terrifier. That's an interesting. I don't know.
I right now, but it's. I don't know. I got to rewatch it again when we're not doing the show. Right now, I still like the first Terrifier better, but I need more time with this. I need to watch it, you know, where it's just me and the movie. Like I said, it's definitely in my top 3 favorite horror movies of the year. I'm kind of torn between Pearl and X, but it's the ending. I need another rewatch.
Yeah, you need to let it soak in a little bit.
Exactly.
I think once I saw the sword and the angel wings in the trailer and her in the back, I'm just calling it the back to tank, her in the back to tank in the trailer, I knew that we were kind of going to have a fantasy, because why that screams fantasy, right? Sure. So I guess I was kind of expecting that. It's just the tonal shift that I think I need to let marinate for me. Yep. But as far as exploitative splatter or mega slashers go, in terms of what this movie is supposed to be and the audience it's targeting, they've done a hell of a job. You know, they have. You know what I mean? So shout out to those guys. Absolutely. For sure. But where that's going to sit for me overall, I don't know. I think I might like the first Terrifier more because there is more of a serious, darker tone. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. I think that's why. And I'm more of that serious, darker tone kind of guy. So I can revel in that a bit more.
And I think that's where, like, I don't mind the comedic stuff that Art was doing throughout the movie.
Right.
I thought that was really good. I just, like you said, I wish there was a bit more of the darker tone that Damien did in the first one. He seemed to pull away from that just a little bit in this one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is why the kill scenes were, as crazy as it sounds, it was more fun to watch.
Yeah.
Whereas, like you said in the first one, when that girl's hanging upside down and he splits her in half, that's fucking intense.
Well, because
that's really intense. Like, holy shit.
Yes, because it was unexpected. See, now we know what to expect, right?
Right.
So that first Terrifier was unexpected. And because of, again, I know I said it before, but I know that Art is silly in the movie at times, but overall, from what I can remember, the first Terrifier was just dark, had a darker, dirtier tone. So, like more of a serious kind of tone. So when that happened, I was like, holy shit. Like, I wasn't expecting it. Do you know what I mean? And now now we know what to expect. You know, so has the novelty worn off? Yeah, maybe it has. I don't know, you know. I'm just very curious on what they're going to do with the next one. I mean, you know, how bigger are they going to go? Because they're going to have to keep topping themselves. But I think I do like the first Terrifier. I love, again, I forget her name, but the girl that played Sienna, she's terrific in this. She's awesome. Sincerely, she is great. And she brought it. Like I
hope some doors open for her in this genre.
Doors have opened for everybody involved in the movie.
You know what I mean? Like maybe like carve her own path, kind of the way Jenna Ortega has carved her path in the horror community. This girl, she carried the film. I liked her. She's definitely final girl of the year for me in my pick. If I were to pick final girl of the year, like I said, I just need some more time with that ending. I need to rewatch it again. On my initial watch, I didn't feel it, but it's just the ending. I would say 98% of the movie I loved. It's that 2% there where it got a little fantasy for me where I'm like,
well, yeah. And, Mike says here, the reason there was a supernatural edge to it, Dave, was because they had to find a way to kill Art. Art in Terrifier 2 is now supernatural. There would be no way Lauren could win otherwise. Well, I don't necessarily think that's true in terms of there's no other way for her to win unless it's built into the mythology, which maybe I missed. And I'm very aware of that. I mean, listen, Art, he shot himself in the head and he comes back in the second movie. Clearly there's a supernatural edge to the character, or not even an edge. Let's not call it an edge, because there's a big difference between supernatural edge and supernatural. Michael Myers has a supernatural edge. Art the Clown is supernatural.
Yeah.
100%. So there's no edge. He is supernatural. Edge means essence, right? Kind of there, kind of a little something, something. Right? But Art there's no edge. He is supernatural. He was supernatural the second he blew his head off and he came back. That's supernatural. There's no, supernatural. You know what I mean? So, you're right. But in Terrifier 2, they lean very heavily into the fantasy angle of it all, which I'm not saying is bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that
the story overall was a good story. You know what I mean?
But it's a very different tone from the first movie.
Very different.
Very different.
I need more time with it. I'll probably watch it again, maybe tomorrow or, because I got a light work week this week because of the holiday for us on Thursday.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
I'll put it on Thanksgiving while I'm eating because we're not doing turkey. We're making some homemade sauce, Italian sauce.
Nice. Nice.
So that'll be great. Eating some Italian sauce while watching Terrifier.
Nice. Super chat comes in from Frank. Thank you, Frank. Sends in $10. Thank you, buddy. Says, you're part of a dying breed. Habsburg, like people who came... Habsburg, like people who can name all 50 states. The truth hurts, doesn't it? Oh, sure. Maybe not as much as landing on a bicycle with the seat missing, but it hurts. What's that from? Frank?
The only thing when he started with you're a dying breed, I was like, is he quoting Top Gun Maverick? Because that's like
maybe
what the guy says. That's what the guy says. But he says you're a dying breed.
No, it's
Maverick.
Frank Drebin. No. Is it Frank Drebin? Are you quoting The Naked Gun? Yeah, he is. Yeah, because it's Habsburg. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. No. So, anyways.
Yeah.
This is a 3-hour stream. We got to get off here.
I was going to say, I got to get going.
I know. But hey, thanks for watching and tuning in.
Good to be back. Yeah.
It's good to be back. And comment below and let Tony and I know your thoughts on Terrifier and specifically Terrifier 2 and what you thought. I had fun watching this. I think that
that's what I was going to say. I had
Sienna
fun
brought
it,
man. She really brought it.
Yeah, don't take what I say that I didn't.
Lauren's her name, I think.
Sienna or Lawrence, the actress.
The actress's name. Yeah.
Don't take what I said about the ending that I liked 98% of this movie. Like I said, it's my third favorite horror movie of the year. I need some more time with it. I love the story, love the characters. Really, he got me invested to it. It was a different tone. It wasn't the tone that I was expecting. That's not bad. I need more time with it before I really give myself a.
Well, and sometimes that's the way, right?
I watch Halloween Ends, I'm like, this is fucking dog shit, and I know it's dog shit right from the get go.
My favorite. Okay, my favorite kill in the movie is the mom and the shotgun to the face. What's yours?
They're all really. I can see why people like the bedroom. That was just funny.
Because honestly, Sorry, I just want to say that's because there comes a point where gore can be scary, but then you cross that threshold that when it's so over the top and extreme, it just becomes hilarious.
It becomes funny. I thought it was funny. The Tommy gun dream sequence, Like he's just blowing people
That
away.
actually, that was good. That was kind of
was good. I definitely liked that. The mom getting her head blown off, that was really good too. The girl that I said that looked like Topanga, her death, I think I like that one.
Yeah.
I'm leaning because he was very aggressive. He got a little not a sledgehammer, but he did like a sledgehammer type thing.
Right.
I gotta say that might be the one I'm leaning towards right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna think about it some more because I'm sure we'll probably watch Terrifier. We should watch Terrifier in the near future.
We will,
for sure. It's kind of out of sequence, but yeah, I'll go with that right now. Topanga's death, whatever the character's name is.
Very cool. All right, folks, that's going to do it for this episode of Two Dudes and Some Bullshit. Thank you to our great moderators, Frank Riker, Tabitha Short, Darren Sands, Chris Baber, Cody Snyder, Andrew Stevens. You're amazing. Thank you, everybody, for watching and tuning in.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
That's right. That's right. So, yeah. Happy Thanksgiving to all my American brothers and sisters. Of course, as a Canuck, as a Canadian, we celebrate our Thanksgiving in October. But I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and don't get too crazy out there on Black Friday. Don't fucking be one of those people that are being trampled on at Target, okay? Just, you don't want to wind up on a YouTube video like this.
Whatever it is, you don't need it, trust me.
You don't need it that bad. You don't need it that bad. All right, folks, take care. And Tony and I will be back next Monday night, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In the meantime, in between time, we will talk to you soon.